Everybody's got eye contact.
Don't joke.
Hold on.
Eye contact.
I got to do first aid on Rudy.
Okay, this is good. We prepped you last week for this.
I'm a coroner. I can make you look dead.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. Let's do it. Okay. Hi, welcome to Inkwell Society, here on twitch.tv/D&D, brought to you by the fine folks at Maze Arcana, including those you see here, and here, and our incredible crew, working behind the camera to make sure that everything looks crisp and clean and you can hear us, and the music is great, and lights are nice, and the stream stays up. And thank you to our wonderful sponsors, who Cal's about to tell you about.
We've got lots of people to talk
Lots of
about.
people.
So, of course, we always like to talk about World Anvil. They make great campaign tools like world builders and maps, and they've got timelines and notes and all the stuff that you could use for all your campaign needs, except for the Rook and the Raven. They make this really cool campaign book you get to write stuff into. Like all kinds of notes and scribbles, and even like put your spell cards and all the secret notes the DM passes you telling you that you failed your save and now you're possessed by an evil demon and now you have to kill the rest of the party when they're sleeping. That happens.
You read my notes.
And World Anvil you can find at worldanvil.com. The Rook and the Raven you can find at therookandtheraven.net. No, sorry, therookandtheraven.com/Maze Arcana would actually get you some pretty cool things. Speaking of the Rook and the Raven, this month they're doing something pretty cool. 100% of all their profits go to teachers to buy them, teachers and schools to buy them books and dice so they can start their own adventurers clubs at school so you can actually get kids learning how to play D&D for fun, and they can get all kinds of social things. The Adventure Gaming Kit is what it's called. The books that'll come in it depends upon how many people buy things for them this month. So the more you buy, the better the books, and the more the books that they get. Wormwood, of course. Wormwood gives us great things like the Maze Arcana dice tray. Woo! Also, you get these nice little dice keepers that contain all your dice nice and safe. They do wonderful things. You can go catch them at wormwood.com. What you got there? The special one? Oh, this one. This one that's got
That's so nice.
what I termed the Elder Script, but they called something else. But that's what you can get. Well, actually, you can't get that because that one was won last week. Unless this is the second one.
No, this is not not one that we have done.
Oh, this is a new one.
We have another one?
No, this is we didn't do it last
I'm
week.
confused.
I
So
thought we
this
did.
one is the one that we're doing for
Yes.
the fan art.
Oh, that's the fan art
Ah,
reward. So those of you people who want to draw, create, sculpt, cook, dance and sing, whatever fan stuff you want to do, and you submit them to,
D&D fan art at wizards.com.
and we'll choose 4 of them, at which point we'll put it up for voting so you can get all your friends to vote on it. So the more friends you have, the better chance you have of winning this secret script, which once you get it, you can go to the Wormwood site and you can actually pick it out and it will translate it for you so you know the secret message. And it's not drink your Ovaltine.
And we're going to be compiling some of those to show on the episode that starts on January. Was it the 9th or is that a Tuesday that you're starting?
8th is a Tuesday, 9th is a Wednesday.
So Inkwell, so this is our second to last episode of this year. We will have an episode next week, but we will come back on January 9th, and that's when we're going to have compiled the fan art, because all the show's fan art is going into one email address. So we got to kind of like go through, make sure you write Inkwell in the subject header. That'll help a lot. But we'll be able to pull all of the fan art, and we'll start to kind of debut it. We would like it if we could show everybody's fan art before we pick one, or 4, before you pick. So we'd like everybody to get the opportunity to play before we hit We'd like everybody's to get the opportunity to see your work before we pick ours, and then you all as a community pick. So this is what you got coming to you
Special, one of a kind.
Yeah. Don't let the one. Don't be like, there's 5, 6 people that do fan art. Like, don't let it just come down to that.
Well,
Submit yours. Submit it. It's gonna be fun.
It will be extra life.
We love art. Can we show the art that you're doing right now?
Is it
It's just to
copyright?
inspire. It's to inspire you.
Scribbles?
Look at this, a very nice art.
It looks like geisha.
See? That's a very nice.
Geisha.
That's a geisha.
Geisha.
Here's some more art.
More
This
art.
is things that we say, hey, if it looks like this or that or not, it doesn't matter. You just enter it in.
all that matters is you made it.
Yeah.
That's
There's
the most
magic
important.
in creating things.
I like it when you guys are drawing scenes from the show or drawing people like NPCs from the show while we're in the middle of the thing. Like, especially, I like that shows that you are both listening and imagining the scenes that you aren't in. Like, to me, that's wonderful.
Thanks. I always get nervous at he's gonna hate when this just looks like we're drawing the whole time.
I mean, like, people can say, like, you're not on your phones, right? And even if you are, like, most of the time when you're on your phone, you're on D&D Beyond getting the information that you need for something like that. But the fact that you guys are there with your paper and your drawing, you're not disengaged, I know at least. And they can think what they want to think, I know. And Kyle knows if you're drawing, you're paying attention.
I actually listen better sometimes.
Yeah.
I do.
get in trouble all the time in school.
Me
But,
too.
like,
Yeah.
I totally.
Yeah?
I listen really well when I'm drawing.
It's like the visual sound memory triangle.
Mhm.
Yeah.
To keep your brain from getting distracted by other things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the simple focus.
So maybe we'll post it. I'll post my art after the show so it looks. See, I'm not just daydreaming.
We should throw them up on the Patreon.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Mm.
Because I'm terrible at homework, but I'm good at drawing.
Yes, you are. And your homework could just be like, what was the impactful scene that you had that week that you decided to draw? I'm happy with that.
Okay, cool.
Draw the things.
And we're going to be doing, well, at least I believe Satine's a little busy tomorrow. No, Friday. I believe Friday is when we're going to be doing a Patreon Google Hangout. So for everybody that's in our Patreon, I think it's the third or fourth tier on there, we will be having a little chat shit, and you can come in and talk, and we'll, you can ask questions about the campaign or anything else that's going on, and that's when you get to hang
Don't
out.
ask about the secrets that are coming up.
Yeah, don't waste the questions.
Yeah, I mean you can, but it might be a waste.
Of course, if you really like helping out with things, you can always go to Extra Life. You can still get some really cool stuff. Go donate to Extra Life. You can get some really nice things.
Mm-hmm. I think Chris Lindsay's still pushing towards the.
Chris Lindsay is pushing towards the book +2.
PHP +2.
Yep.
That's
So
for 2019.
yeah. So, but if you guys
Only.
can get it by the end of 2018, for 2019 Adventures League, you'll be able to use PHP +2 books, which, considering some of the books have a lot of stuff in it, is a lot of stuff.
Like,
Like a lot of stuff.
I mean, the only way you can play a Xanathar's character class with a monster would be to have the PHP plus Volos plus Xanathars.
Yep.
Worth it.
Dude.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So you want to be a goblin
Oh.
gloomstalker?
Yeah.
Or you want to be a monster hunter?
Yep. I was thinking you do the Bugbear Monster Hunter.
Yeah. So if you
Yep.
want to do that, you gotta, then AL.
Fun stuff.
Get your bids in. Make sure Chris Lindsay knows. You can find him at Onatrix on all the social medias and be like, hey, poke, I did the thing.
So, speaking of fun things to get, how did the fundraiser end up going with the World Builder? I heard some people got some fun things because there were lots of cool things you could get there. What you got to say about that? I hear.
Oh,
I
you see, I'm
something.
so excited.
Go.
Okay, so we have an official Inkwell card. That what were the details on that one, Rudy?
So the Inkwell card allows you to present the card to the dungeon master. You have to let everybody in the party know that you have it, right? But you present it to the dungeon master, and you are allowed to add a twist. So you can do a noir style twist to just about any narrative element, and the party agrees, like everybody votes, stuff like that. But then you hand that card off, and so you get to have an impact on the narrative of it
Oh,
versus
that's
just
cool.
like what your character would do.
And we have the Maze Arcana one,
There's the Con card.
and that's 2d8 healing points.
Healing Hug.
It's a
Healing
cuddle puddle.
It's a cuddle puddle. And then, so that one's really cool. And then the Sirens of
Siren
the
card.
Realms is a charisma check.
Successful charisma check.
So yeah, congratulations, Patrick Rothfuss. You guys worked so hard. You and your team worked so hard. Over $1 million raised.
I think last time I saw it was like 1.3
Oh
or
my
1.35.
God.
I know they were going for 1.5. I'm not sure how far they've gone.
Wow.
You can still donate, but if you donate now, you're just helping people out in the world, which is a nice thing.
Yeah, so do it.
Do it!
So, but the drawing for all the special things like the critical role cards, the D&D cards, because there were cards for D&D 2 and R cards and stuff, those have already been closed out. Unless Patrick decides to be nice and does something like open it up again.
Oh, we'll see.
We'll see. If we get close to 1.5, maybe he will.
Maybe.
Of course, you can always get cool things from our sponsor, Campaign Coins. Campaign Coins has little coins you can use instead of just writing numbers down on your sheet. You can get single coins, or you can get 10 coins per coin, or 100, or 5,000, or 10,000. You can get. They've got little cool engravings on them. Go catch those at campaigncoins.com, and then put all the loot on the table so people know what they're playing their dragon poker for.
Table loot.
Table loot. Of course, Idle Champions is out on PS4 and Xbox.
So right now it's on PS4.
But Xbox came out this week.
That's 14th.
Oh, 2 days. So it is this week, but not today.
And Satine is a PS4 girl,
Uh-huh.
and I'm an Xbox guy.
Yeah, guess whose PS4 just broke?
I'm going to say...
Not mine, because I don't have one.
Mine.
What
Mine.
Did
And
it,
I went to go on it, and it was just like, beep, boop,
did it not update?
beep,
Did
boop.
it just die?
It's not working anymore. So I can't play me. But I have it on Steam. But I really need to get a PS4, so.
Somebody would have to play the PS4 in my house.
Oh.
It's a party, and I know where I'm playing PS4 and Idle Champions.
Unfortunately, you can't play the same account on your PS4 as you can your computer. Two different
That's
accounts.
okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I'll just play it on yours, and then I'll also play it on my new one whenever that happens.
Okay, you can play on one of my PS4s. So, Idle Champions is also available on Steam. You can go download it there. Then, of course, we've got Sirens every Tuesday.
Uh-huh.
We had them last night. We had a great unboxing for Beetle and Grimm's.
Pandemonium Warehouse.
This is
You curious what?
the deluxe maps. Oops, it's now all over Rudy's face. The deluxe maps for Waterdeep Dragon Heist.
Legacy, they call it.
They
A
call it
legacy
Legacy?
piece.
Nice.
It is a cloth map that you can basically give your players. The entire box has over 115 items.
Wow.
I don't really know the exact number, that's why I
There's a
said
lot.
over. And a lot of them are things for the dungeon master to hand off.
They're definitely cool props for the story. It includes like badges and coins and clues and figures. There's the Xanathar Beholder figure
I'll be very
and
careful. Like, don't shake those.
all
please.
kinds of good stuff.
Because if they rub it.
Look,
they'll-
it's token. That's a badge.
Is that the Zentarum?
It's a
Yeah.
farm badge. Those guys aren't nice.
That's a Stone of Galore that we
stone.
were looking for at the Stream of Many Eyes.
Yep.
Isn't that beautiful?
I feel like it's a Muppet nose.
It looks like the nose for one of its characters.
It does.
And Matthew Lillard was here last
Eberron
night
plays.
playing on sirens and betting people's ears and spell slots and all kinds of cool
This
things.
is one of the cool things that I
Yeah.
really like.
Oh, the cup.
It's what I can take monster shots in. It's on a keychain. And it's got the...
Where's it from?
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
Spoiler!
Yeah, so this is...
Not the yawning portal. We can say that.
It's definitely not.
If you guys want to see the details of this unboxing, we did a full half-hour unboxing on Siren, so you can go and check back on, just go to that footage and see the wild unboxing and all of the different items.
And
Yeah.
for everybody who's already ordered theirs, they've already started shipping. I'm not sure how soon they'll get there, but I know that they've started doing some of the deliveries out. You get cool art along with it.
Yeah, they have a Dungeon Master screen, and then those actually hang on the back of the Dungeon Master screen. The whole purpose
All the
is
stats.
that It's big enough for your players to actually see, so you don't have to kind of hold up part of the book and then cover other parts. I like the sizing of it.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
They even have a mimic card for a mimic card.
Oh, yay.
I wonder if it's a real mimic.
Or a mimic of a mimic.
It goes. Rah.
Of course, you've got Dungeon Master's Guide on Sundays.
Oh, by the way, since
Oh,
before we do, can we go ahead and get a raffle open, because we're gonna raffle off a prize pretty much right after the announcements are over.
Oh, yeah, a short raffle.
We're gonna do one then, because we have two today. We have the PHB, and we have a Grandmaster 1 year World Builder account.
Oh.
Wow.
So,
Whole year?
one whole year. So
And
I think that we will do the
that's-
World Builder account first.
That's one of the cool accounts.
And then we will do the PHB probably right after the break. Probably.
Yeah.
So, mods, if you would please type in the raffle command, and all of you wonderful people sitting in chat, hanging out, go ahead and do your exclamation point raffle.
Exclamation point raffle.
Also, other shows we've got coming up, like tomorrow. Encounter Roleplay starts at about 10 a.m. Pacific, goes till noon. Right after that, it's Idle Champions, goes from noon to 3. Got Idle Champions interviews on Friday from 12 to 1. And Friday, you've got Roll 20 for a big 1 to 5. 4 hours. 4.
Yes, that's Adam
Adam.
Coble.
Oh.
Yeah, man, his games are really like. I don't have a lot of time, but I do watch his.
Aw.
He's just so good.
Adam's fun.
Yeah.
Of course, every other Wednesday, Life Action Roleplay drops a pod. We had a podcast drop last week, so I'm not sure. They might be able to squeeze one in before Christmas because it's next week is the 19th. They might be able to get you one. But you can see Kai Norman, you can see Ryan Omega, and you can see Cynthia Marie all on that. Oh, sorry, not see them. You can hear them.
You can hear it.
You can see them if you close your eyes and actually imagine them. But that's available on your podcast sources that you all love and know. Other than that, our favorite dice makers in the world, Level Up Dice. Level Up Dice gave us really cool dice. They got a new one out. It's the Obsidian dice. But they make all kinds of really cool ones out of various metals and semi-precious stones and different materials like wood and bone and
I got these really cool ones that look like,
Yeah.
I call them my Egyptian monolith.
yeah.
They're jet and onyx, and they take the gems, they crush them up, and then they put them back together.
Mushy.
So it's black, and it has two different kinds of black, and the seam looks so ancient with gold letters.
Cool highlighting.
Yeah, and then yesterday on Sirens, we had all the Sirens got their bard dice.
Oh, they got their special dice.
Yeah, and so when they roll it, it kind of ding, ding, ding.
I'm sure soon we'll be getting pictures of those so everybody can see who got what dice.
They are online already. Those
Oh,
girls are
okay.
fast.
Yeah. Other than that, we love all of our sponsors like D&D Beyond, who lets us play with their stuff, and D&D for giving us all kinds of books. And Sig's got his own stream, and of course Dwarven Forge gives us great props like the awning portal. I need to talk to Stefan next time to see if we can get some like smoke machines built into that, so it's got like mist curling around inside.
Built in.
Yep.
What, like an air conditioner unit that you like hang on a window?
All you have to do is you load it with a little dry ice, drop of water, and it has a little fan on it to blow it in there.
So yes, just like that.
I put thought into this. They've got the little lights that have batteries in them so you can light your torches. They can make little smoke machines.
That's cute.
Thought it would be great for creepy hallways too. Just,
You're cute. Creepy hallway.
You're creepy.
hallway.
I'm not creepy.
Oh, lousy.
But that, you'll hear more about some of our sponsors at the end of the show. But that's it for the announcements.
Yay! Thank you.
Well, while we're on that portion, I believe that we have something from Idle Champions to play.
Do
I believe we do. Are we ready over there for the Idle Champions video? 1 second.
1,
That was an airship.
Congratulations, Idol Champions. It has been such an awesome time doing all of the Vlania stuff and the just promoting you guys and just being your friends over the last year has been so awesome. You guys are wonderful to work with and bringing dreams to reality.
And they're also fun to hang out with and geek out with. So whenever you're at a con, say hi to them. They're great.
Seriously,
They really are.
They're awesome.
Like, they're all so jolly, and I don't think it's just because they're Canadian either.
Yeah.
They are nice Canadians.
All right, we're ready to roll that.
But no new season until 2020.
So that was cool. He wasn't talking about our season. He's talking about something completely different. So don't you worry.
Nobody knows what we're talking about.
I know that's what I'm worried about.
No new seasonings until 2020. You have to eat bland food.
All right.
He doesn't let me punt during the
That
game
one
anymore.
hurt, Kyle. It hurt right here
Hurts my
and
soul.
Go
here.
have some brookies.
Okay.
I want a brookie.
I made
I'm not allowed
brookies.
to eat on stream. Those are your rules.
Your rules. How are your rules?
All right, fine.
Also my rules.
Yeah.
They're your rules without the why.
Why?
It's your rules.
Why? I've never thought of that before. But that's so true.
Isn't it?
All right. So
Okay.
as you can see, we are missing a certain Weasley Kingpin. Okay, what do you want to call it? What's your adjective here?
He's actually quite debonair.
Slick.
Slick, like grease.
Hey, pomade?
Pomeranian.
No. He's not a Dapper Dan man.
He is not a Dapper Dan man. Although that would be really
He's
funny.
very charismatic.
He is charismatic. I like whenever he's not here, it makes me sad.
Yeah, it makes everybody sad.
Makes us all sad.
So, we miss you, Kai.
Yeah, buddy. So let us roll back the clock slightly to where we left off last week. There was a couple of tense situations which seemed to be a symptom of some of our previous endeavors. One that entailed boxing the ears of a certain vigilante with incredible thunder power, and then putting your foot on his face and waiting for a small gelatinous ochre jelly to get closer and closer as you questioned him. And what did you find out?
Then I made a mistake.
You made a mistake.
Shocking, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What kind of mistake did you make?
Well, I don't think that guy was bad.
May not.
You know, I was in a blind rage when I,
When-
grabbed him,
Took
but
the
he was just
task?
trying to help out his friends. There's still something weird going on there, but
I don't know that they were necessarily friends.
okay.
I think
That's what he
that-
was picking up from
I
that,
think
so.
that there was an orphan that ran, or a young child, if you will, maybe in the
Traps.
So he was
teens.
just
They're called
completely
traps.
unrelated.
Oh, there was a trap. It was a
Aw.
small child trap.
In
That-
Sharn, they're called traps.
That's what you call a gaggle of them, right?
Yeah.
No. A gaggle of children's a migraine.
All right,
That's a
all
really
right.
good one.
So Sig dispatched a migraine of his own, and then
We do love kids.
We
though.
love
We need to
kids.
say that. We actually do love kids.
yeah, yeah. So Sig dispatched a migraine on his own, and then as one of the migraines fled, he brought back a vigilante with a mask and glowing, crackling eyes who engaged him in combat. Grizz, in a blind, feral rage, took him to task, and then dragged him and the injured library Larry up the fire escapes and into Larry's domicile. A very interesting and effective conversation took place, and you found out that this vigilante was responding to a child in need, pointing out a vicious, feral-looking creature beating up on other children with shanks and billy clubs and the like. But you did manage to keep your friend, former comrade in arms, Library Larry, from into the cogs. What?
I legitimately would have been sad about that.
Me too.
I
Me
like
too.
Larry. He's probably one of my favorites.
Don't forget to hit your exclamation point raffle right now. As soon as we get done with the recap, I'll go ahead and pull the thing. I just wanted to give people the opportunity. And then Rose,
Yes.
you were also in a very, very wrapped up engagement. In the previous episode, you were quasi-apprehended by some bounty hunters, and you were able to get free and then flee. And then you made your way into what seems to be a tailor's shop, and he was very kind to you. That is a beautiful bird. He was very kind to you, and he helped you get the magical cuffs free with the aid
That woman.
of another vigilante named Scarlet Smoke.
Yes. That's the one with the attitude.
The attitude.
Yes. But then she did help me, but I think she's judging.
Some people are like mirrors into our souls.
No, she's just mean. It was unnecessary.
Oh, okay. And then you got the cuffs off, made your way back with some new information because of the coat that you had had. You found a bounty slip in there that you couldn't read, but the gentleman that you had slipped into the shop of could piece together pieces of it. Sevilla, very good. And I believe you owe him a favor now, but that's no big deal. He seems to be on the up and up.
Yes.
And then you snuck your way back with Robert, who Scarlet also saved.
That's 2 favors.
Well, you don't owe them to her. Because he did it because Seville asked her to.
That's true. But who knows what I owe.
That's fair. That's fair. And then you
I was very sneaky.
You're very sneaky,
Yeah.
and then you ran. Well, I would say that you were maybe less sneaky than you intended because I believe you rolled a 5.
I don't know. I think I'm very sneaky.
Well, you used a bunch of kids. You used another migraine to kind of camouflage your movement back because they enjoyed what you were doing and they like followed around like it was a game.
That was cute.
And then you made an origami airship
Yeah.
and you flung it into the streets. And as it sailed along underneath the awnings, it made its way down into the center, and then it kind of peeked out into the rain and hits the ground, and the kids are just standing around beside it like, "Aw." And when they look back, you were gone, disappeared down the lift, and you and Robert and everyone met up with everybody else, with the rest of the group, at the Wicket Lawn, back in your apartment, where you learned that Lossian had just found some very interesting information and reconnected a little bit with some of his ancestors through a certain doctor that seems to be at least partially connected to a certain enterprising organization. Association, a loose association. And so, after we pull the raffle, we will bring the curtain up on this week's episode. Dun, dun, dun. All right, so if you guys, if Armand would go ahead and pull our raffle for tonight's World Anvil Grandmaster 1-year subscription. And then please, after you get the winner, collect the information and reset the raffle for the Dungeons and Dragons PHP that we will pull probably a little after the break.
Is it the original PHP cover or is it the new special limited edition? The original cover.
The Tolkien Otaku?
Is that the
Tolkien
one?
Otaku?
Mm-hmm.
That is cool.
Yeah.
What does otaku mean?
I'll explain to you later.
Oh, is it a bad thing?
No, it's just something that's a little bit complicated.
Should I not say it out loud?
Yes. No, you can say otaku.
All right. So, as the three of you, less one debonair, slick individual who needed to peel off to take care of some stuff at the Old Dominion, and then went through a little bit of the plan with you guys, which we can have a little recap for as you get ready tomorrow to head to that. He left you guys for the evening with a pair of specifically tailored garments that would denote you as Sharn Watch. As the dark of the night falls and the neons start to glow with their magical luminescence, you head off. I guess you're coming back from work, so it's actually a little close to the late hours, but you are about to head to the Old Dominion. And Grizz, what are you gonna do?
I don't think I ever know what I'm gonna do.
That's why I have to ask.
Yeah. So everybody just dispersed from the meeting.
Soon. I mean, I think that you guys are probably there at the last bit. Like, let's just go ahead and open the floor. The evening is dawned. Rose needs to go to the Old Dominion. Laucian has to go to work. Everybody's had a long rest, and begin.
Chris, you always are going off doing the crazy things. Why don't you just, come to the Old Dominion, hang out, have a drink, just relax for a minute.
Maybe not beat somebody up for a while.
Yeah, enjoy yourself. Celebrate. We're not dead.
Well, I gotta check my schedule.
That's not all that bad.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Oh, yes.
I guess I'll do that.
Oh, good. That'll be very nice.
Are we doing that now?
Yes.
Oh,
I gotta go to work. I
Oh,
work there.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay.
I gotta go to work. I don't work there.
That's true. Well, I'll see you in the morning.
Okay. What?
You have a very odd job.
Why? It's just taking care of the people who died.
I guess that is actually kind of kind.
I mean, dying's not the end of it. I mean, you go on and do other things,
What?
Yeah. When you die, there's other things to do.
Like what?
Well, it depends
Depends on what.
on what you want to do and what you did.
Wait, you get to choose?
Not so much. But you get to choose before you get to do it.
Wait, what?
What your choices are before you do it determines what you get to do afterwards.
So if you make certain choices now,
Mm-hmm.
then eventually those choices lead to things later.
Yes.
So how do you know what's going to? Do you know what's going to happen based on your choices?
Well, I do.
Are you going to share it with the class?
I don't know your choices.
Maybe we could talk about this after work, maybe another time.
If you like.
I do, because I feel like it's very interesting.
Mm-hmm. The
I want to know
is-
what happens.
The afterlife is really just like a restructure.
What?
If you do it right, you actually can go and ascend. It's kind of nice.
Is it better than these?
Depends on what you do.
We should-
Sometimes no.
Oh, we should definitely talk.
But there's a lot of options. Some of them aren't so nice though.
How can you be certain?
Because the Undying Court goes and explores these things and then guides us and tells us these things.
So, the Undying Court actually goes into the afterlife?
Oh, yeah.
How can you even do that?
They have powers. They've extended to the point where they can discard their physical form for a short period of time, and then they go off and they go and explore throughout the other planes, and they can come back with the information and help guide us to our better endings.
Have you done this?
No, I'm not ascended. Maybe someday. Maybe someday I'll be a member of the Undying Court. Maybe.
That's weird. Is that what you...
What?
Okay. Weird?
I think everything about him is weird.
As Lossian describes this to you, you do notice that his eyes seem to dart away a bit, and that he's very specifically, especially when you ask him about like if he's done it, his eyes kind of dart away, and there's almost a fleck of sadness for an instant. And I know you don't remember, but last episode towards the end, he was visited during his trance. You weren't there, so your character wouldn't recommend her, but you too. His character went back, or his spirits approached him while he was in the trance and asked him if he would like to redeem himself for a certain transgression in which he was no longer allowed to remain on the continent that they originally hail from.
Lausian!
But you didn't know that.
I don't know that, but it's crazy.
Maybe someday I'll fix that.
Maybe.
Oh, man.
Oh, I shift into Elvish.
Sure.
I had a question about you regarding Felix.
Is our normal voice Elvish?
That is
what
my
we do?
normal accent for Elvish.
Oh, that's appropriate. There is no accent. You have no accent when you're speaking in Elvish because you two are Elvish. If you ever speak in Sylvan, which is what shifters have as their like native language, if you ever speak in Sylvan, you can speak in your normal accent.
That's hilarious.
I think that's great. I like this.
Dude, what?
Please continue. Dude, what? Bruh.
So I see you've been paying more attention to Felix. Does that mean you're going to take him as a Tenedar?
Wait, what? What's a Tenedor?
Tenedar? It's sort of like
My
your
man.
short-lived life pet sort of thing that you. Like I was thinking maybe I would take care of Grizz, and Grizz is not. He doesn't have much longer to live. He only probably has like 20
That's
or 30
a really
years.
good point, actually.
20 or 30 years is not much at all.
So you're like,
I think he does need someone to take care
And
of
especially
him.
once it gets old for
what's
them,
everybody looking at?
Yeah.
shifters.
just-
I mean, once they hit like 70, I don't think they can operate very well.
Oh, and you could fix him. That's
Well,
actually
I don't know if I
really,
can fix him, but we could make him comfortable until he goes on.
It's really generous of you.
You know,
Well, I mean,
because I saw that you seem to be spending more time with Felix, so I thought maybe you were looking ahead at making sure that he doesn't have a bad ending when he gets old.
perhaps that is, yeah, that's definitely what I was thinking.
Because I mean, you're probably going to go through a few of them.
Yeah. I thought, yeah, I'm gonna take care of Felix. That's exactly what my ideas were with Felix.
Well, that's nice. But I didn't know if you were doing that with, or someone else needed to take care of Felix when he gets old. But
Well,
Felix,
if he's
there's
as risky as he's pretty risky, and I don't
Yeah.
know, he's got something going on. I feel like there's a part of me that wants to take care of him, and the other part
wants
is
to punch him in
wondering,
the face.
no, what? Why would you think that's what I'm talking
Because
about?
I saw you look at him a couple of times like you wanted to punch him in the face.
Did I?
Yes.
That's not exactly what I wanted to do with his face.
Oh, okay.
No. But I am curious what he's up to. and who he is. Like, I feel like there's a lot more. I know he's a Decanith.
You might want to talk to his family.
I'm really curious, while you guys are gibbering back and forth, what is Grizz doing?
I'm like, trying to find an unknown smell.
Okay, please continue while Grizz sniffs it out.
Oh, hey, Grizz. Here's some jerky.
Where did you get the food? Why didn't you give us? You're just gonna pull out some food and not offer it to everybody?
Here you go.
It's not like we have eaten in 4 days or anything.
I have. I figured it'd probably be better if he didn't start like doing something distracting and breaking things.
Actually, that's actually a really good idea that you do take care of him
Are you
so he
just talking
doesn't
in
starve.
English right now?
Yeah. No.
Is he your
Tinadar? No, I might be. I was thinking I might take care of that.
You take care of Grizz.
Yeah, make sure he doesn't get too much trouble.
Well, honestly, I mean,
Maybe
I was
teach him
looking
how to
after
eat better.
Harmatio, but I'm actually concerned I haven't seen him in a really long time.
It hasn't been that long. It's only been a few days.
Yeah, it's been like
Yeah,
a
but
week.
he's always like
I mean, it hasn't even
right
been,
here.
It hasn't been 5 or 6 years yet.
Yeah, but he's always right here, so I'm a bit concerned.
Okay, you've
Yeah.
known him much better. I've only known him for a blink.
Yeah, but even a moment is odd without him.
in your ear.
I'll ask around to make sure he hasn't been harvested.
Sorry, that was loud. Sorry, man.
Yeah. Oh man, what? Oh, and we're in my apartment, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I just start. Oh, I gotta go to work.
Yes, so do
I'll
I.
be right back, Chris.
Okay,
And I was
I'm
looking at you like,
gonna go to work.
and I go in my room and I change into my work clothes.
Robert's like,
I
are
thought-
we going to work now?
Yes.
Okay. Could you give me a warning next time so I can go outside when you get changed?
Oh, wait, you see me change all the time.
Yes, I know, but that's usually in the club where I have plausible deniability.
No, but you make me feel so pretty.
Oh.
Thank you. Okay, let's go. Come on, Grease.
Spend a few minutes, get an unseen servant going.
10 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you go ahead and create your unseen servant. You make your way to work. As do you. You enter the Old Dominion, which oddly seems to be very much as you left it. You do see standing up in the office, looking down on the floor, is Cad. Cad looks at you. He sees Robert and he's like, what'd you do? He turns to look towards the stage, not being able to keep your eye line. And then his face kind of crinkles a little bit and he looks back at Grizz. Just shakes his head and walks over to the desk and disappears from your view line. You see that there are actually a decent amount of patrons there in the Old Dominion, waiting for what you see as the first time a billing just for you that Felix must have set up and had an artist rendition crafting you singing
You got a solo poster?
with showgirls behind you, kind of down as in like a descending almost triangle, but you are standing front and center and it says Rose, and then towards the bottom it says only at the Old Dominion.
I look behind me just to see if there's any other ladies.
There's any other roses?
No, any other like backup girls.
Oh yes, not just Grizz and Robert at the moment. Those are your backup girls. And Robert,
Did you see it? Do you see it? Isn't that amazing?
I guess it's all right.
I think it's amazing.
it looks so much like you. It even has your name in case anybody was confused that it wasn't you.
Yeah.
Yes, you're so fabulous, darling, fabulous.
Is there a bartender here?
Yes,
Is it-
there's always a bartender here.
Maybe we can get him a drink.
I think we could probably do a celebration shot, and we might even tell, like, we should be careful not to make it too spirited.
Oh, I'm not drinking before I go on. That's crazy.
Oh,
I had a
Grease.
bad experience last time.
Okay, Grease.
I don't drink. I'll drink something.
Okay, Grease.
Do you
Hey,
like some
follow
milk?
me.
Do you
you
like
s-
milk?
Yeah.
Robert's already started waddling towards the bar. He's like strutting back and forth, and you see one of the guys from the table. So kind of like look over.
Oh.
Are you gonna head to the bar as well?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, so you head over to the bar. You watch the same guy go. And then, would you like to make your way backstage?
Yes, please.
Okay, you make your way backstage down the corridor, past where you recall being the special lock. That gets you down into like the little area where to the left there is well, I guess the special lock was at the bottom, like the end of that hall. But as you move in to your left, that's where like all of the grand dressing room area stuff. So like the long wardrobe, an entire room just filled with costumes. What is it that you are going to pick out?
I want a boa.
You want a boa?
Yes.
Okay, there's a boa.
And a long, straight, slinky thing. Lots of gems, beads, beading, sequin.
A sequin slinky.
It's like a slinky thing.
So this is going to look like a 1960s.
Do you not know what a slinky dress looks like?
Do you not know what a slinky looks like?
Why would I say that?
I don't know, but I thought it was fun. So you want a slimming, curvaceous?
No, actually.
No?
It's
Form-fitting and flowing and
yes,
silky.
more like just satin.
Describe it to me. You've
So
got,
it's-
you've got the floor
Okay.
before you take the stage.
Thank you. Boa, long dress that kind of it's not super tight. It's actually just kind of shows the silhouette because the hips and the curves, but actually is very straight. And it kind of goes out like a mermaid on the bottom, and has lots of beads that come up the bottom that kind of disperse as they come up the legs, and it's just one emerald for my pink hair.
Okay.
So I'm like a rose.
All right. I like where we're going here.
So you like the dress to show off your stems?
Yes. Yes, except for the boa is just a little bit lighter, a little bit darker than my hair. Maybe has some like the feathers are like darker pink, lighter pink. It's like petals. I'm going for the rose thing.
All right.
Oh, and the gloves.
Oh, what kind of gloves?
Green gloves.
Green
emerald,
gloves?
Emerald gloves. yes.
Emerald gloves.
And it has an emerald, and then it's satin.
Now, this is going to be like a glass.
Oh
emerald.
yeah, it's a
Okay.
costume, obviously.
I just wanted to make sure that we weren't like all of a sudden we're in the middle of like the bottom gutter of Sharn and like there's just emeralds in this like.
No. So costumes are usually they're made with like glass and sequins, so that when the light hits it, it kind of reflects,
Yeah.
so you can see it from far away.
Sure. I just wanted to make sure that we weren't assuming
it's
there
all
was a treasure
costume.
trove.
Emerald colored glass.
Yeah.
Yes.
The tent.
Well, not even. It'd be emerald shiny on the back, and then just the glass on top. Is how it works.
So, as Rose descends into the dressing room and starts to prepare herself, you move up towards the bar. Do you sit next to Robert or do you sit elsewhere?
Like 2 seats away from him.
Okay, so 2 seats
Awkwardly
down.
enough away from him.
And there's nobody between the two of you. It's just that he went up to the bar and he like popped up on one of the stools. And then you like started walking over there and took a good 6-7 feet between you and left the two stools. Like not even like you're close to one of the stools, like you might sit in it. You were just trying to leave polite distance, but an awkward space. You're like 3 stools over, but you're not even sitting down. You're just leaning over the bar.
Yeah.
And the bartender is bringing Robert a drink, which is actually in like this kind of like large goblet. And you can tell the liquid in it is red, and there's like different types of fruit, like exotic dragon fruits and stuff like that, and this long, slinky straw that is like mixed around in a bunch of different patterns, and he like picks it up and he looks over at you and he goes, ah. And he just points at the bartender. The bartender looks over at you, and he walks over and he's like, "Hi."
Hello. You got any milk?
Yes, we usually mix a couple of drinks that have some milk in it. You just want a milk?
Yeah. Is it warm?
I suppose I could make it.
Yeah.
Do you want room temperature? Or do you want it like hot?
Like room temperature. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that shouldn't take me very long. I can.
You got any that's been out for a bit?
I'll check in the back.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want it in a glass or like a saucer? I'm just getting a weird vibe here, so I want to make sure that I'm not like wasting my time.
You got like a mug? Like a big frothy mug?
Not really, but I'll see what I can find.
You know, I'm sure it's fine. Oh, I'm not picky.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, as long as you're not picky,
Yeah.
Mr. Warm Milk.
Room temperature.
Sorry, yes, room temperature. And he looks back at Robert, who's like, Lausian. As you make your way, the music fades in the background of the city night. And you're able to... Actually, I would say that the night is pretty much the same as always, including the ambience of rain and loiterers. As you make your way back to the morgue for payday, you arrive and you don't see your favorite manager. When you walk in, the counter is actually unattended. You look in the back and there's like somebody you haven't seen before either. Bless you.
Bless you.
Did that hurt your side? Oh. You see somebody back there like sweeping, kind of looks up at you real fast, goes back to sweeping.
Hi.
Hi,
Who are you?
the janitor,
What's your name?
Toby.
Hi, Toby.
Hi,
Hi, I'm Lucian.
hi, Lausian. Who are you?
I'm one of the corners. I'm here to work.
Oh, well, don't let me stop you.
Where's the manager?
He's not with you.
No.
I don't know. I'm just here to clean.
Oh. Okay. Go poke around, see if there's any work to be done, and if not, I'll go look in the office.
Okay. As you go to the office, you see an envelope on the desk that says Lausian. As you pick it up, there's a little bit of weight to it. Mm-hmm. Open it up, you take out your coins, and the note that just says, "Hey, Lausian,
Yeah.
I have to go out for the night." He replies to the note. Yeah. "Hey, Lausian,
Yeah?
I have to go out for the night. I covered for you last time. Would you please cover for me at the front desk? I expect it to be a little slow night, but it is far, so that could change. You never know.
Oh, okay.
Thanks."
You're welcome.
So you have your pay. And your evening begins as you sit waiting and waiting and waiting, reflecting upon the previous night's trance. And we cut back to in the wings of the stage in the Old Dominion. You see Robert standing there with you. his goblet the whole size of his hand, and his arm is actually shaking as he's trying to hold it up with one hand and look appropriate. And he like every now and then he does the thing where he drinks from it, but he grasps it with two hands to slow the weight of it, kind of like to make it easier for him to hold on to. But he doesn't even really want to drink it. He's just drinking it because he's trying to lower the amount of weight that it is. Because every time he takes it, his hand starts shaking again when he's holding it off. So Rose, tell me, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
What do you not seem so excited about?
A lot of things been happening, but I am glad to be back at work. Are you? You know, you should just put it down. Get a straw. Yeah, just put it down. You're stressing me out.
Oh,
This is my stressed out face. Put it down, Robert.
You're so bossy lately. You've been bossy and pushy and throwing me around, and I was going
You
to
were so whiny, and now you're like trying to make up for something. Go put it down. Relax.
I'm trying to put on a stiff upper lip because we don't have our stiff upper robot anymore. All we have is each other, and I'm trying, Rose.
Yes, but don't get lost in the drink. You don't need it. It's a dangerous game.
puts it on a stool nearby.
Okay, so are you? I will go and introduce you if you're ready.
Okay, I'm ready.
He runs over. He's like, grabs onto your hands.
You're gonna be so good, Rose. I'm so proud of you. You've only been here for a few months and already you have a headline. So proud.
It's fine.
You're gonna kill it, Rose.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
No pressure.
Okay, here we go.
And he turns around and he walks and says,
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct honor.
and as that the house lights come down, and a spotlight hits Robert. You can see the sequin sparkle. Like he's got this white top that is, it's actually like almost a one piece, and it's white, but it's got this like silver sequined vest built into it, and then it runs down the sides of the pants legs, and his hair is all.
I am very pleased to introduce to you for the first time on this stage, in charge of the entire production, my friend and your dream, Rose.
And he like walks backwards, like doing like kind of a moonwalk, and giving you a little clap at the same time as he makes his way off the stage on the other one. And then he just stands there and he's like,
I saunter up.
oh.
I saunter, and I've got one arm like this, and I have my boa. And I walk to the middle of the stage.
And as you do, the sound of all the crowd, who are partially ignoring Robert, quiets, and all eyes are on you. The entire crowd is darkened. Under that glow of the spotlight coming down on you, it tints a slightly pink and basks you in its presence.
Give her this look. I'm
She can't see you.
Oh, I can't.
But you can do it anyway.
Oh, well, I'll just save it for later then.
You haven't gotten your drink yet, so.
Oh, well then never mind.
I am looking for him, though, just to make myself a little more comfortable.
Okay, so you're looking for him. You do see then, because you have you have dark vision. So you can kind of make out the outlines in gray of some people in the dark light beyond there, and you can see the bartender walking back by with like the same goblet that Robert had, but this looks like it's filled with white fluid, and he like puts it down in front of Grizz, who is not even paying attention. He's just turned watching. Now you can do whatever because she can see you.
Oh, well, I was taking a big swig, and I'm like, it's just like milk all into my face.
I'm comforted. It makes me feel nice.
All right.
So I've got my boa, and I shake it out, and I spin it around my head. And I want feathers to kind of fall out everywhere. and I drape it along one side. Thank you all for coming to the Old Dominion. You know, it's hard living down here in the lower Duras, especially after going and seeing the world. But, you know, sometimes you find the friends, and you have to hold on to those friends. And I wrote a little song about this. The streets shine bright with Sean's hollow tears. Rain lights up long, busy streets with shattered dreams. The city gives and the city takes, feeding off of our heartbreaks. Ain't nothing our little souls can do. So, don't you split the party. One single breath ain't got what it takes. Don't you split the party. The city hungers and you're steaming meat. Pushed off a lift, shanked in an alley, fall through a vent, dazed on dream lily. The city gives and the city takes. Ain't nothing our little souls can do. So don't you split the party. One single breath ain't got what it takes. Don't you split the party. The city hungers and you're steaming meat. The city hungers and you're steaming meat. With the ball.
The entire place is hushed, waiting. A couple of seconds, you bow. Your heart starts to sink. And then you hear, "What?" And just an applause from the crowd and everything. The lights start to come back up. You are being showered with roses from the person who, like, there was a vendor kind of in the back there that has like the roses for the ladies in the restaurant when they come to the things. And people went back there, grabbed a bunch, started just throwing them at you. And there's petals coming out everywhere. And the spotlight changes colors, flashes to red, flashes to blue. You're just showered in the flora. And that would be a totally different show. Just throwing the meat of the city.
Pretty sure the flora is what they're throwing, not the fauna.
Right. So the flora is...
Because I was thinking why they're throwing animals.
Yeah. And the lights changing on you and you can see the crowd come up. And in the back, near where the salesman was for the roses, who is now cleaned out, you see what looks like a kind of a long-haired gentleman who has a cane sitting in a chair similar to this. And as you make eye contact with him, you can see a slight smile pop up on his face. And you can see him place the cane across his lap. And as he pulls his hair back, you recognize Dante Tiplar. And he puts the cane right back there and just leans back. And as you make your way backstage, like Keanu Reeves, is that what you just... As you make your way backstage, it dawns on you that was Dante. And also, you feel emboldened, as if you've gained a level.
Dun, 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 dun.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Dungeon Master.
You are now a level 2 bard.
Hit points. Juicy hit points. It's so beautiful.
I mean, I think it matches your song about meat.
Oh, yes. We're just the meat people.
Yeah. Very good job. Thank you so much for doing that. Grizz, you were sitting in the crowd. As you see the rain of petals and the lights changing back and forth before it all comes back up, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a little teary-eyed, and I'm like, sort of getting in a bottom, like put my grumpy face back on.
You get as you look back the other way, you see that Robert is now sitting next to you on the stool, and he goes, "Yes, me too. It's fine."
I don't know what you're talking about. Why are you looking at me like that?
Woo, woo. Bartender, may I have another one of the swimming pool thingies? and Lossian leaves work with the sun starting to come up, making his way back towards the wicket lawn, where the two of you have already returned. Unless there was anything else you would like to do before you leave the Old Dominion.
I mean, Dante Tiepler is not a dirty man like I thought he was.
I think that's a conversation for you to have in the wicket lawn, because when you go outside, making your way off the stage down into the tap room, he's no longer there sitting in that. But as you all trance or sleep or run around all night, probably wasting all of your money on alcohol or whatever it is that Felix does, the three of you reconvene. Felix is not there. You knock on Rose's door.
I'm gonna swing by Geese's door first.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Oh, hi, Geisha.
Hi, Lossian.
I know I just paid rent for this month,
Uh-huh.
but here's rent for next month.
What?
Here's gold.
Lossian, this is a lot more than just 1 month's rent.
Okay, then how many months is it?
Let's see, your rent is 4 silver, right? What was it? 5 silver.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to check my books and get back to you.
Okay.
Do you want to keep the coin until then, now that I know that you want it, or do you want to...
Fine.
All right, I'll check on the... She turns around and closes the door. And then you hear like... "Meow." She's like, yes, I know. And then
Go up to their door.
you go up to their door. You are there in like your nightgown, kind of like robe, the sat one when you open the door for him.
Oh, hi, Lausian. Would you like some toast? I'm too poor for jam. I have no butter either.
No, I had some fruit.
But, if you wanted to bring over some jam and butter or fruit, that would be nice.
Oh,
You would be very generous.
it would be.
Come on in.
Oh,
Grizz, as you wake up, half hanging off the bed, Mr. Punchy tucked under one arm.
I still have like dry crusty milk on
Yeah.
the face parts.
Sure.
Yeah.
And Mr. Punchy is stained a bit from both the crusty milk and your sweat. But
Something new.
it's nothing new. As you hang off the bed with him, like just kind of like this, and the light from the morning starts to, I guess it's actually late morning, maybe early afternoon, starts to come down over your bed, making it just a little too unbearably hot.
I guess I'll move out of this spot and do a different spot and do a lot of nothing in another spot.
So you roll over. You say that out loud. Good. I'm glad you're embracing that. You take Mr. Punchy, look at him, lean back over to the other side, and just stare at Mr. Punchy while you're not doing a whole lot.
I guess I'll go find out what all those other folks are doing.
Mr. Punchy just stares back at you.
You're such a good listener, Mr. Punchy. All right, I'll see you tonight or something, sometime. So I'll just get dressed and go to Rose's apartment, I guess. I don't know. I sort of wander aimlessly a lot. So, seems like something to do.
Oh, hi.
Hey.
Come on in.
You still have it.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
I don't think I own a mirror.
What I would like to do, very casually, I would like to go to my sink. I do have soap. It's in my character sheet. I made sure to put that in. So I go to the sink.
Because I was gonna check you.
I'm just like making small talk with Grizz as I'm casually just go to the sink. I take one hand, I have soap in one hand, I just wet the other one with like a towel. And so how did you sleep? Did you have a nice time? Did you like, and I just started like,
Whoa.
no, it's just you got a thing. I just need to get this. I'm just trying to like soap and water and soap and water.
Ducking it.
Make me a sleight of hand check. You can make me a athletics check. No.
Oh.
Yours is going to be deception because you're trying to move your face out of where it's supposed to be.
That's an 11.
Okay.
Deception, you said?
Yeah.
I have a minus to that. That's a 4.
A 4.
Yes.
So please describe how this works with him trying to dodge and weave.
Oh, we both rolled pretty bad. So I
Yeah, but
imagine
you got
it.
better. So.
Yeah, but I still imagine it being really awkward and just like I'm just soaping up one side and then I'm soaping up the other while I'm trying to like with a towel kind of wash the other and then use the other end of the towel to rinse and as fast as I can.
I imagine at some point some gets in my eye. Ow!
Yeah, it'll be fine later.
You trying to blind me?
No, go to the sink, wash it out. It's good.
What? What's what?
Your eye.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And then as you're washing your, like when you bend over to start washing your face, you've got your stuff there and you're like, you kind of like feel pretty good about yourself. Last night was a success. You just had another success there. You turn around and you look at Lawson, who's standing on the other side of the room with just watching you.
Mage hand.
You mage hand a thumb.
No. I cast mage hand. I send the hand over to grab a towel and throw it on Drizz's face. Here.
Grizz pops up from the water, like washing it. The water's kind of like running down your face. You turn and a towel just hits you in the face.
And then I make the mage hand go.
Congratulations, elves. Way to take care of your pet shifter.
The milk was sorry, Grizz.
Yeah, this
The
is not
milk
why I came over
was
here.
actually it was too stinky. I'm so sorry.
I
I'm
don't know
sorry
what
to
you're
sneak
talking
up
about.
on you. I could tell.
What?
It was very smelly.
Oh, Grizz, do you know anybody who sells herbs?
Do you
Like
know
I said-
anybody?
Yeah, I
Do
thought,
I know?
didn't you spend a lot of time out like in the wilderness and woods and stuff?
Yeah.
You don't know anybody who like brings that in or anything?
I was kind of alone a lot of the times. Do I know anybody?
You tell me, man. This one's good. You can pick what you want on this one. I don't mind.
What are you looking for?
Oh, I was looking for somebody who like had some herbs that I could buy and maybe start growing some because I figured. See, what I can do is I can take the herbs and I can blend those together and I can probably make some healing potions if I start putting some stuff together so we can actually start carrying that. Some antitoxins just in case we get some trouble, then we can actually do that. But it might take a little bit more of the materials, so it might take a little while to do that because I got to grow it and I didn't want people to track it because House Rascal can kind of get mad at you when you do that. So I didn't want to take it that far. So first I wanted to do is just at least get some herbs so I could have something to work with and then do some experimentation and do some things like that.
Oh.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I only know like one person, and I think all he can do is like drink all your booze.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that wouldn't
You
help.
need someone to drink all your booze.
Maybe when I need to test antitoxins.
That's not a half bad idea.
Would I know anybody?
You know. Yeah, sure. Why not?
Like at a market. Maybe I often like to go to the market and just walk around since I can't buy anything. But it makes me feel like when I was back home.
Okay. Tell me who you know.
It's not necessarily that I know them, but I just walk by and look at their wares a lot. But it's in like the market area.
Oh, okay.
I don't know their name,
No.
but there's definitely a guy.
Where is it?
So it's like a husband and wife, I think, or brother sister. They're old, so I don't know.
How old? Old for humans?
Yes, they're very wrinkled.
That does happen to humans.
But yeah, there's the market.
Oh, okay. Where in the market? Well, you can write it down.
Can we go together?
Maybe, but first we really should go take care of the information we need from those girls before they get moved somewhere.
Oh, that's very smart. We should go.
Or maybe even killed.
Yes.
I wouldn't want the kids to get killed.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, no, that would be bad.
So, they're not gonna believe he's a watch.
They won't?
He's so
They
hairy.
won't.
No, you got too much fur. Actually,
Does he need to clean
would
up
I
more?
know that there are shifters on the City Watch?
Yeah, yeah. There's basically so like this. This is not Eberron itself is not like a super discriminative place, especially not in Sharn. It can be different, like if you're a hobgoblin or if you're from that area, or like the Valinor are very, the Valinor elves are very insular. Obviously, Talenta halflings would know, like but for the most part, Dragonmark. It's really the class levels of like, oh, you're dragon marked and you've got a bunch of money, or you're a lord and a lady, versus your gutter trash.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, look, you're so much better now. You are more convincing for the City Watch.
I wasn't before.
No, you smell like rotten milk,
I've smelled plenty of City Watch that smells terrible.
but not like that terrible.
Yeah.
Much-
But they got your attention, right?
Hmm?
They got your
Here.
attention. You remember the ones that smelled bad. Do you remember the ones that didn't smell bad?
I think everybody smells to me.
Oh.
Okay, well, here's the clothes.
I mean, yes.
There you go. Now we have to be a City Watch.
Well, yes. You can be the watch.
Yes.
I don't think I'm going to be very good at this.
But this is our job. We could do it.
Yeah,
Maybe-
no, I got that. I was just letting everybody know.
Oh.
I don't think I'm going to
Well,
do
you
a
know
very
what?
good job.
Why don't you be you're the bad cop and I'm the good cop. So I'll do the talking and you go like this.
You can try to skip children?
No, to get there.
Oh.
We
Why
have to
don't,
get in to go talk to them.
why don't you just walk in? You think they'll stop you?
We gotta. It's not in the front door lobby. We gotta go figure out where it is.
They're probably in the rooms where they question people in the back.
But I've never been in it. Are you going to lead us?
I guess I could.
That would make it a lot easier. But
Yeah,
yes.
you've been there before. I
Yeah.
wouldn't know where I'm
Been there,
going.
been there a few times.
Okay, so why don't you escort us? You just growl at people. You're very
Well-
good at it.
Probably best if you were escorting me,
Okay.
because you're the watch.
Oh yes,
at
of
the
course.
precinct.
But really, you're showing us the way.
Yes.
But I'll do the talking.
Wait, so we're like,
We'll be going-
arresting him?
No,
No,
no.
well, see, I'm already screwing this
I'm there
up.
to pick up some evidence in order to process the murders. We've had the murders. We've got a murder case
All
open.
right, yeah.
We gotta go get to the girls, and we gotta go talk to them and inspect their feet and other situation.
Might not be on their feet.
What? But the other ones had the marks on their feet.
It's true. But it
And
might
on their
not be.
Outfits.
It's true. But it might not be.
Oh boy. Well, either way, we gotta figure out. And if you just go like grr, and I do the talking, and he shows us the way, it'll be a lot faster.
You do the talking.
Me, you.
You.
Yes, I'll do the talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
See, you'll do just fine.
Do you have anything magically to distract people?
To what?
To distract people?
Why would I need a distractor? We just walk in.
Is that in case someone gets suspicious? Because some of those people there are really good at noticing when people don't fit in. It's kind of their job.
Oh, well, give me 1 second. And I go in my room and I put on the clothes.
Yeah, so you turn around and you see that on the table there, or on the chair, there is the 2 watch uniforms. One of them is fitted to your size, the other one is fitted to Grizz. And on them is a note from Felix that says, I've decided to hold up across the street from where the girls should be held just in case. I can't go with you into the precinct because it's likely people will recognize me.
I knew
He's
he
a
was a
kingpin.
troublemaker. And that whole kingpin thing, that's pretty ridiculous.
This is an Elvish, I'm
Yeah.
assuming? Okay.
Well, of course. I mean, sometimes when you're a kingpin, you got to be watching out about the fact that the cops are going to try to arrest you because they're the ones who label you the kingpin because they know that you're a drug dealer and he's got drugs on him. Because remember, he is carrying a vial of Dreamiller he
What?
had from before because he didn't put that any place safe yet. And I know he always likes to keep things in his pockets because I found some of the stuff in his pockets
Wait,
before. And
why were you going through his pockets?
Sometimes you have to go look through things whenever you're trying to find something that's missing because he sometimes likes to talk
Don't
to
you
things.
ever
that
go
you-
through my pockets?
I never went through your pockets.
When did you guys start speaking in so much Elvish? Oh, my God.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
She started it.
Yes, yeah, I have to admit, it feels very nice. Maybe I'll teach you some Elvish.
I don't know about that.
then you don't have to feel left out.
But no, Felix is the kingpin. Probably they look out for him. He'd probably be recognizable unless he does something really outrageous to disguise.
See, was it necessary to repeat?
No, I really don't care about anything. Oh, shit.
So you go into the other room and
Have you been arrested recently?
put on your
I don't
stuff,
remember now.
and then you come back out. So when Rose comes back out, she has like what is it's not real chainmail, because remember these were party outfits. So this is like a thin kind of like chain linked, like almost like copper wiring or silver wiring that is just looped into a little chainmail, and then a tabard that goes over top, and kind of like the overcoat and the pants that a Sharn watchman would wear. So you have kind of a faux guard outfit. And your hair's up in...
So I want to put my hair up.
Mhm.
So my pink hair is like up and back in one really big wide bun.
Okay,
Almost like a loose. So I still look fashionable,
sure.
but it's a loose bun. But the actual hair is holding my ears back.
Uh-huh.
So you can't see my ears.
You also have a helmet that is like a little skull cap helmet.
I don't like it.
Well, you know, you might not fit in as well if you.
I can put on later.
It looks like
I know.
that,
Ugh.
and it's got the little nose thing right here.
Is it a teardrop helmet?
It is like a skull, like
Yep.
kind of that, but it's got the skull cap kind of
Lassie.
nasal.
Do they actually wear the hat in the precinct?
Oh yes.
Oh boy. Okay. Do they wear it on the street when they're just moving about?
Oh, especially then.
Oh, fine.
I mean, you
So
can
I
take
go
it
in the
off.
back and I.
You can take it off and carry it with you too, but it might be in the way.
So I go in the back and I put the hat on and I basically make like 3 braids, and then I put the braids together and I have the hat on and I just want the braid to stick out a little bit.
Okay.
'Cause I still want to look good.
Yeah, no, you will stand out.
I don't want to stand out. Lausian, help me out here. Is this weird? What do the women do with their hair?
So while they're talking, I go in
I've-
the bathroom.
You never really paid attention.
And
to
start
any-
really getting ready.
Changing
any
it.
of the fashion. I don't
They
know.
usually don't
Braid
allow
it?
hair on the collar, like to come down on the collar, or if they do, it's got to be like right at collar length.
Braid it up, maybe put it on top of your head.
And you do recall that even the bounty hunters, when working with the Sharn Watch, like Nalthella had the Morningstar buns that she had her hat on. Although she did not have the same type of hat. So.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, fine. I put it all up in a bun.
One bun?
Yes,
Okay.
a big white bun.
A big wide bun. And then you put the helmet
Yes.
down on top of that. Your ears are tucked underneath.
How do I look, Lausian? Am I City Watch?
You look watchy.
Am I convincing, or do I have to be like?
I don't know. Let's see if you can act like City Watch.
I don't. Is it like this?
Let's see how good you are.
Sure. Give me a performance check, and then Grizz, as you come out, give me a deception check to see if you can put on the outfit appropriately.
Dirty 20.
Ooh.
Looks pretty good to me.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I came out and everything's all wrong.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
I
then
was
you
like,
chose to fail because you got the okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
These like missed buttons.
That was all crooked.
So we like-
the nose isn't even.
Lausian, would you help me here, please?
Help you how?
Well,
And I start moving things around and start buttoning things and lacing things up and putting the hat on the normal way.
Don't move. Are you done?
And the chainmail, like the wired chainmail, is like kind of hanging a little bit in front of him with like the overcoat like pull a little bit and the tabard like flopping up a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I adjust him.
Okay.
Is it better now?
Is it better now? Looks better. Good job. Here's some beef jerky.
Just staring at me.
I'm like looking, I'm like,
So you,
I'm so hungry.
you get treats, and you're mad.
I'm so
You're not
sorry.
getting treats.
Oh,
I thought you had toast this morning.
It's so bland.
yeah. Here, have an apple.
Lousy.
Good job.
Thank you so much. I just start crying.
My cheeks
Oh,
hurt.
God. I cut half of it and I wrapped the other half very carefully and I put it. Do I have a ice box or something?
No.
I put it in my bedroom.
Yeah, it's gonna go brown. You should just eat it all.
Brown is fine.
Yeah, no.
Take half
We can
and
get
I
some more
I
food,
put
though.
it. I'm on the upper level, so I'm not really worried about like ants getting it or anything.
No.
We can
So I
get you
put it in
food.
my pantry. Oh, you could get me food.
We can stop by a stall.
Lawson, I gotta be honest with you. I'm very hungry. I'm so hungry. I do not make enough at the Old Dominion. You see, I just eat a lot of toast. I don't know how I am surviving.
You really should ask for a raise.
I did ask.
Oh, speaking of food, think we should get pastries for the police on the way over? Get like a basket of donuts or something for the precinct? They like those there, don't they?
Yes, they do. That means we can have pastries. I also like donuts. That's a really good idea. Just devour.
This whole time I've just been just chewing on it, like.
You're just
Nothing.
watching to see what the angle is here.
Yeah.
Lawson, you are very generous. I'm very honored that you would share your apple with me.
Oh, of course, you have to take care of your elders.
Thank you, Lawson. Yes, but and I just leave.
Like as grit, I'm just kind of laughing about that one. That broke the stare.
All right. Okay. Do you want to go pick up pastries?
Sure, it's on the way.
Sure. What is an appropriate cost here for pastries? Which
Pastry budget.
yeah, what's your pastry budget? How much are you willing to spend on pastries, and I'll tell you how much you get.
I don't know. I just figured like a couple dozen of.
Couple dozen?
Yeah. So like 2 silver.
2 silver. Sure. You get 2 dozen. Rose.
I have a plan. So I'm gonna hold one, and you hold one, and we walk in and eat it, and we say, "Hey, buddy," and then that's when we follow him. But that way they were like, "Oh, thanks." They're not looking at us because the pastries.
That's my point. That's why I said we should get pastry.
Yeah, and like on top of that, I'll just always be eating one, so I don't have to talk ever.
That's a genius.
We
Yeah.
don't have that many pastries.
No, that's a good
So
idea.
I can't eat them.
Yeah, no, you can eat it. Maybe 3. Just eat it slowly.
It's a lot of pastry.
Can
Is
you
that a
eat
thing?
slowly?
People do that.
Yeah. Just lick it a bit or something. I don't know. Just chew it. Just don't swallow it.
Hello. I don't think it's gonna work.
Not like this.
But I don't think I think I'm gonna screw it up. I don't like it. I don't like the donut plan.
I'm gonna eat it,
No, that's
but
okay.
just don't say anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I have the one with the powdered sugar, and then the jam inside of it,
Wait, should we have
and little
names?
custard.
Is that a
Why?
thing? Always put like cop names or
Yes.
something? Yeah.
Yes, I would like to be Jane Stewart.
So elven of you.
You can't see it.
You can't see the ears.
Yeah,
Okay, if you think that's all that.
You're still built pretty healthy.
I'm a transplant.
You're adopted.
I have been raised here.
Oh, okay.
Can you
Oh,
disguise self
sure.
as for my voice?
What would you like your voice to sound like?
A Sharnian.
Wait, don't you have illusion? Don't you have like a minor illusion or something like that? Or, no.
I don't know. Let's see. Can I?
Disguise self, I don't think works audibly.
It's not. It's just visual.
But I will.
That's why I asked.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I only have disguise. Well, that's like
I
my
think-
new one.
I think that you're going to have to do it, and we'll do performance
Okay.
as you go when you have to talk.
Oh, thank you. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or we Cliff Arnbangle.
What was that?
Cliff Arnbangle.
Arnbangle?
Iron.
Ironbangle.
Right, is that a good cop name?
That's very good.
Yeah. Like
Jane
Deputy Arnbangle or whatever.
Stewart.
Oh,
Oh, they're deputies? Oh,
they're not deputies.
See, I'm
They're
more
not,
screwed.
they're not
What
part of the
is
sheriff. They're watch.
Oh yeah. Wait, what are
Watchman
titles?
Arnbangle. Yeah, sounds.
Oh.
Maybe watchman or watchwoman.
I'm a watchwoman.
Watcher.
Watcher.
We're gonna go with Watcher.
Arnbangle.
Watcher Iron Bangle.
Okay.
That's a very strong name.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll be lost here. I'm good at that.
Very nice.
So this discussion you guys have as you're like walking on the way, because you've already picked up the pastries and you're making your way. Did you subtract your 2 silver? Okay. So you're making your way up to the Sharn Watch precinct that you need to make, that you know the girls are being held at. And
I leveled and my modifiers are sweet.
Because you
I'm
got some
really
proficiencies?
excited. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm level 2. Ooh. Look.
Oh, that's very nice.
Okay, so I didn't write down all the new skills. So I like when I rolled performance before, I only had a very small modifier.
okay.
You're good.
So you make your way.
Good job. Have a pastry.
Good job. Have a pastry. Oh no! Come on, sorry. Escape not respond. Okay. Anywho, it'll get there. It'll be back. I'm not worried about it. So you have your pastries. How many do you have in your hands?
I'm a lady. I have one at a time.
Where are you putting the other ones?
They're in a box.
Leaving them in a box? Who's
Yeah.
carrying the boxes?
Put it in the basket.
Basket.
Okay.
Do you have any?
No. Oh, he doesn't. It's gonna get complicated. I had the basket,
You have the basket.
and I have
he has the
one in my
basket.
hand.
Doesn't.
Okay.
I just have my arms crossed.
I offer you a bite so that you don't make a mess.
You know you can spend money on food.
Don't have money last year.
It's weird. We're still getting some Sirenscape, but
Is that confusing to you? Well, Armatio had the money.
No,
I
I
don't-
didn't. I had to loan him money. He still owes me money.
I don't know.
Grizz still owes me money. Felix still owes me
Oh, I
money.
don't know nothing about that.
Oh, well,
You owe me money.
What? Oh, I'm Cliff Arnbangle. I don't owe anyone any money. Well,
that was good.
it.
Yes,
Mhm.
that was very good.
so you make your way up. Lossian eyeing you as you say this, and then a hush falling over the three of you as there's a Sharn watchman standing out front. Morning.
Morning, buddy. Would you like a breakfast?
Well, I'm supposed to ask for your badges, but breakfast is a good thing.
There's
Suppose you guys look like you're legit.
There's a custard one in there.
I quickly flash my corner badge. Here,
Oh yeah, no, you're good.
let's go.
And you have your hands full,
Oh, sorry.
and you're.
How's that taste?
Yeah, this is pretty good. Thank you so much for burning my attention. I appreciate that.
Okay.
Go ahead on inside.
Have a good watch.
You guys make your way in through the entrance. Where are the minis? Where are your minis?
Doink.
Oh yay!
Hey, minis.
I just imagine you like the eagle Muppet.
Oh, yeah. Like
This is
Sam.
like eyebrows.
Yep. It's
Just
very,
kind
I'm
of
just
moving
like,
like
straight
this.
up like that.
So you make your way
Oh, cool.
in to the front door, and you see to your right a watchman who's just kind of like leaning against the door every now and then, and which is ajar behind him. This kind of like side shot door. He just kind of looks in there and he's like, "No, yeah, that's fun. Yeah, okay." And he's kind of like just watching the lobby area like that. You see a small female minotaur behind the front desk. You see a halfling who is the desk is too tall for. You can see her just kind of like doing this, and there's a goblin there as well, like being like, "Hey, hey!" But you look up and you see Polly, who is leaning across the desk, talking to the Minotaur, and he's like, "Yeah, so last night was pretty great, and I would love to roam with you again." And then he looks up and he sees you guys and he goes,
I walk over. Hi, Polly.
he's like and he like moves himself around the desk a little bit so that it draws her attention away from you.
Oh, good. So I'm like, I look at him and I'm like,
Start walking past him.
And as he does, like he looks back kind of over the other side there and gives you like a little snort, like, and then he's like, "Yeah, so we can go out for some milk sometime." And you make your way around the corner. Who's in the lead?
I bet they make hay when they go out.
Laucian is.
Maybe. Laucian is in the lead.
And then I'll be in the back.
Okay.
I've already gone through one donut. I am now having a second one.
You reach into the basket, grab a second donut, and you see the area in front of you around the corner there start to open up, and you see the door there has a little like scrying kind of device. What Laucian knows is that this is facial recognition magic that gets you into the precinct. He walks up, puts his face in, and the door goes click, 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 and it opens. For him,
Have my servant keep the door open.
the servant keeps the door open.
Oh, how cute.
As you guys make your way in,
Nice.
and you can see a door to the left, thank you, and a gentleman seems to be walking on his way. So let's see. What can we see so far of this? You're good? Okay. We're just going to move this stuff around a little bit.
As walls fly away.
Yeah. You make your way inside. Thank you, Joe, for your napkins. And there seems to be a Sharn Watch walking through the hall. He turns a little bit, makes a kind of like clocks you guys, and he's like, and he continues to walk. He watches you feed the other one, kind of a little odd, but then he turns to the door here, pokes his head in real fast, and then turns around, stops you. Are you raising the? Okay.
Good morning. Would you like some breakfast?
Yes. I wouldn't turn down a pastry.
Hi.
A chocolate one.
Hi, Laucian.
Mhm.
Is there a chocolate one?
And a custard one.
Is Turok around?
Turok is
Or is he working night shift
he's on the night shift.
still? Oh, okay.
Also, he might still be on administrative leave for the
Oh.
the
The problem?
that thing at Millie's.
I thought that was fixed.
Well, they cleaned it up, but he's still on. They're still
Is
investigating.
IA still working on that case?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, IA.
ISA. Yeah, wait a minute. Who are you? So you guys have advantage on your deception checks because you gave him food. So let us see deception
Okay.
at advantage.
No, I did not use Nicole's suggestion of putting Dream Lily in these to knock people out.
Okay.
That was bad.
Woo! Yeah.
12.
Dirty 20.
All right, killing it. And yours is performance.
Oh, performance? Same. So I got a 19.
I do look at him and I say, I've not seen you before. I'm Jane.
Hi, Jane. I'm Jack.
Hi, Jack. And then
I keep on walking.
Where are you walking?
Back to where I think the interrogation rooms are.
I just follow my phone.
Okay. You make your way this way?
My arms crossed the whole time.
I believe it.
It's feeding you. Don't mess it up. Just one bite at a
He
time.
turns around. Actually, he walks out the front. There's been 2 rooms that you guys have bypassed that I'm interested to see things happen for. Maybe. All right. You make your way to the next door. But that's not a door. That's a wall. You would have seen that. You're over here.
That's where I was going to.
That's funny.
As you open this door, you bump into one of the Sharn Watch coming out of it.
Excuse me.
What are you doing here?
Coming here?
Yeah, well, you're not supposed to be back behind here.
Oh, is this the hidden room?
It's not hidden. It's just where we keep, like, if you want dead people,
I was
you
gonna.
need to go back up to the front and talk to reception about that. There's a loading dock down on the bottom level.
I'm not here to pick up.
Well, then why are you here?
I filled out some paperwork, so I've got to talk to some people.
Well, paperwork again would be back up to the front.
I've got to talk to some people.
Who do you have to talk to?
The people who need to fill out the paperwork.
You're the one who had. Wait a minute. I'm confused.
So am I. Can I go in?
No, you can check at the front desk.
Okay.
You 2 are fine.
Good morning.
Hi. Guy just continues to walk, like kind of like pushes Lossian back a little bit as he turns. He looks at you real fast as you 2 are able to walk in, and then he turns and starts walking. What are you doing?
Following him.
Following him or following them?
Yeah.
Okay, make me a stealth check.
Natural 20.
Woo! So you were able to slip in before the door closes, and he just continues to walk.
So that's 22.
Magical Arcana in the sky.
So, yeah, the magic. So you see, now that everybody, I can remove some of these walls for other people.
Fly away walls.
You see a long hallway that leads you back towards a what you believe, and as usual to the standard police precincts, this looks like where the interrogation area is. Plus, there's a sign on the wall to your left that says interrogation
I think this is interrogation area.
and holding.
And hold.
Okay, so we're just gonna go in.
Holding would probably be the best place.
Yes. So we'll go to the holding area. And what do you want? What's the questions we're gonna ask? What do you want? In case only we can go and I have to ask.
Oh, you want to find out what you can about who it was who told them to go do these murders and where they were, and find out what orphanages they're from, if it's not on their clothes, and need to find out what the brand is, and if they know of anybody else, if they saw anything, and where the other murders are going to happen, and probably lots of things they don't know.
Okay. Well, we can do the
But
best we can.
that kind of act.
We don't have much time.
You need to ask them those kinds of questions.
Grizz, what are you doing? Just
I'm
saying.
just kind of like sweating profusely. Like
Roll me a percentile.
okay, this will be the first one.
I want donuts.
88.
I know, right? 88?
Yeah.
Okay, so 88% of your outfit is drenched in sweat.
Oh, jeez.
Like, even your boots are starting to leave a little bit of, like, corralled, like, perspiration on the wooden floor, and especially now the stone, because as you moved out of the standard area into, like, where the holding places are, you can notice that the walls and the floor have started to become reinforced with stone, and there's possibly some other magic or something like that that's holding it in. You see, coming down the hall, that there's a door immediately to your right, which looks safer, and it says viewing. And then there's one a little bit further down that says interrogation.
We'll just say that
You fell outside in the rain.
It's just raining outside. It's rain.
Yeah, but he failed in it.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Oh, I told you I'm not good at this. Oh, I shouldn't
you're
be
doing
here.
great.
No,
You're
no,
doing
no,
great.
I don't think
We'll
I
just
know.
say
I
that
don't
you
know,
fell.
buddy.
Buddy, it's okay.
Your hand is wet.
It's fine. I'm in it to win it.
You haven't beat
You're
anybody
gonna
up.
be okay.
You haven't beat anybody up the whole time we've been in here. Have
And then I wipe it and I.
Good job.
You hear the door open behind you.
Oh, continue in. You go into the.
And then, so the first door, so this guy kind of like starts to come in and he goes, you see him turn to like go to close the door. You have the first door here immediately to your right, or you have the one behind that.
To remember, what was the word? So that was the door
This one
we
is
came
viewing. This is the door you came in.
in.
This is where the next watchman is coming in. He's opened the door and then he's like kind of turned around to pull it. He hasn't clocked you guys yet. But there's a door right here called viewing. That's what the room is. This one is interrogation. It seemed like this is all happening rather fast.
Yes.
You may
So,
not be able to, yeah.
a message Lausian and say, go into the viewing room. And then I message Grizz. Oh, yeah. I
Yeah,
say,
that's 6 seconds in order to
Yep.
talk
Oh.
to one of them.
That's the one.
okay, then I say, take Grizz into the viewing room.
I start heading
And
towards
then I
the
go
viewing room.
into the other room.
Okay, so this guard, so you open the door and lead your way in. You see a guard inside there. And then you see, and then Lawson comes in and the guard turns to look at you two. He kind of has this like, and then
Lausian has a basket of donuts.
yes, and then you walk in, or you make your way over here. Make me a performance check or deception. I'll let you pick.
Okay.
Actually, I would say you're not purposely trying to see, but you're just trying to get past. You're trying to look normal, making your way into.
Performance, obviously.
Okay, I'll go with performance. That's fine by me.
Do I have any bonuses or anything?
Whatever your ability modifier. Oh, you do have the donuts, and you are dressed appropriately, so you have advantage on it.
Okay, that is a 13.
A 13. So you were able to just make your way in and close the door behind you. The guard that was coming in, walking this direction, kind of like just doing his little patrolling, just saw you dressed like the thing, walking in. There we go. The other guard that is inside here goes, oh,
We're supposed to relieve you, I think.
yeah.
Brought you a donut. Just
Oh my God, you're a lifesaver.
well, you know, I had to come and do some paperwork, and I like you guys. So
I
here you
missed
go.
lunch because I have to sit here and watch these brats.
Oh.
Jeez.
Okay, I have two
He
then.
snags two, starts walking out of the way, starts walking past you, makes his way out there. You can hear a little murmur about like, he's like, yeah, no, these guys in there, there's two of them, they're just gonna run. And he's like, but you're gonna have one in the hands. And they sound like a couple of seconds later, you can hear this other door close and they go out. So you are standing in the observation room, in the viewing room. Rose, you have made your way into the main room with the kids, who look up and see you in the Charm Watch outfit. And then they like try and start like clocking like what you're like you can see on their eyes, they're calculating if you're like what kind, where you're from, what kind of Charm Watch you are, what's going on. And then but that's just this one that's closest to you. The smallest one in the corner, not in the corner, but like in the middle of the room at the desk. This is a desk.
Okay. Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So now you can see that. Grizz, can you see in there?
Yes.
Okay. And Lausian, are you able to see it all?
Mhm.
Okay. So there's the two kids here. This one is just sitting there kind of playing with building blocks. He kind of looks up at you and goes,
Good morning.
good morning. And the other one's kind of still looking at you like,
Are you hungry?
yeah.
I'm purposely speaking very gentle. I have some pastries. Would you like some pastries?
Which one do you think I should have?
Well, this one has jam in it. This one has chocolate, and this one right here, it has custard.
Well, which one do you think I should have?
Whichever one you like the best. Do you like strawberries, or do you like chocolate?
Chocolate?
Then you can have the chocolate one. There you go.
I want you to take a bite out of it first.
Okay.
And the other one looks up at you.
Which one would you like?
You say strawberry.
Yes.
May I have the strawberry
There
one?
you go.
And she looks at the other girl who's eating it. She's like, thank you, Miss
I'm Jane.
Jane. Thank you, Miss Jane. Do you need something?
Well,
You want to play blocks with me?
sure. Okay, I play box with you. And I put the basket down, and I come up to the blocks. What's your names?
Mm-hmm. My name is Reset.
Reset, nice to meet you. And you?
You, as you scan the other one,
Uh-huh.
the one that was careful, you recognize that to be Tawny. She's eating the chocolate one.
Rosette, I have a very good
Reset.
Okay, Reset. Reset, that reminds me of my friend. She has pink hair and she sings. Her name is Rose.
Oh.
She's a singer.
Oh.
So come, let's play blocks with me.
Okay. And she just puts the little pastry down on the side, and you can see the strawberry stuff oozing out on the.
So what
The
I want to
table.
do is I want to sit down so we're cross-legged on the
Okay.
ground. And I put the blocks on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
What I want to do is I want to see their feet.
I guess that's where you're going, the cross-legged thing.
I say, come over here. If you don't want to, you don't have to tell me your name. No pressure. But please, come play with us.
I already told you my name was Reset.
I'm sorry, the Tawny.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then so Tawny's like got chocolate smeared on her face, and she's like, I've been having to play blocks with her a long time.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Maybe you can teach me how to play with her.
You don't know how to play blocks?
I don't.
Okay, I could teach you how. I wish I had a dolly though, so that she could walk back and forth. I feel like I used to have a dolly in my orphanage, but I've been here for a while,
Oh, which
just with
orphanage?
rest. I was in the Rubblestone orphanage in the Gate of Gold.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Oh.
She's just like, she starts like corralling the blocks. And then like with her, like, she's like trying to corral the blocks with one hand, and she's got like a little bit left, and she just crams it in her mouth and starts corralling them.
And Rosette, where are you from?
Reset sits down cross-legged next to you, and she goes, I don't know.
Oh. Are they in the white outfits like they are normally in?
They're still in there. But they seem to have been laundered, but they are still their standard orphan wear.
Okay.
Standard issue for
What does Rosette's hair look like?
russet. Actually, no, it is platinum. Both of them are platinum blondes.
Oh, and length long.
Hers is shorter.
Okay.
Like, and it looks like almost as if it was cut
Okay.
by like a friend,
Okay.
not one that's been to beautician school.
Got it. And we're sitting down. Do I see their feet?
You can see Resset's foot.
Mm-hmm.
Gentlemen, what are you two doing in the observation room? Are you just you're in the viewing room, you have these,
Looking through the window.
yeah, they're like that. So you could actually see kind of like the middle area through.
Is there anything else of interest in the room?
Not really.
Yeah.
You can see that like the tables that normally would have been there for actual interrogation have been unscrewed, like unbolted from the floor, and both moved over to the side so that they're not like in the way. One of them is this table that's right here. The other one is just against the wall over here.
Are you very good at listening for people coming on us?
Yeah. I guess I'll just be actively listening in case somebody's coming
Sure.
down the hall.
You can have advantage on perception checks to notice somebody coming in.
And I'll take a quick moment to step up and go, listen very closely. You may hear some advice. hit him with guidance.
So now you also have guidance, which is an extra D4 on top of your.
Oh,
We'll remind you when it's
Yeah.
time.
Okay.
that's so
What
cool.
happens like in game though? What happens?
You'll get an extra D4 on your roll.
No, like
Basic-
in the
I
story.
see what you're saying.
You might hear a suggestion of, what was that?
Do I hear it like right now? Or, oh,
Cool.
okay.
So Reset sits down next to you, and you can see the bottom of her foot, which does have some dirt on it. I mean, we're not in a pristine, area, but she has been clean. She's been bathed. Her clothes have been laundered, but the bottom of her feet are still a little nasty. And what you can see is kind of like the outline of like a V shape
Mhm.
with a little crossbar.
Okay.
Tawny is just kind of like started corralling up the box and walked over. Give me a perception check. Lawson, you can also give me a perception check.
Oof. That's a 16 on the die plus 3.
All right.
Man.
Wow, you're hot
Yeah.
tonight. Maybe it was the song. Maybe we should start every episode with you performing at the club.
Perception,
Perception.
23.
23. Okay, so at the same time, you two can see the bottom of Tawny's foot, her left foot, and then your eyes meet together as you see a C carved into it.
Okay.
And your eyes dart to each other. So now you've... Lawsian hasn't seen Resette's because you're sitting in front of her. Based on where he is, you can see her like kind of off to the side, but you can't make out that left foot. But you both see the C on Tawny's.
Okay. I send a message to him and I say, Reset has an what looks like an A.
It must be in Elvish because you're not using your accent.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, here, and I take one of the custard-filled ones, and it has a little chocolate on it, and I eat it, so I have like a little chocolate on my face.
Aww.
And I'm just like, have they been treating you okay?
Who are you talking to?
Both of them.
Oh.
Yo, you're all nice. You're all pretty nice. We feel safe.
Oh, that's so good. Do they feed you okay? I mean,
We don't get sweets like this. Sometimes they have them and they're using them and eating them, but we don't usually get it.
oh, that's not very nice.
I mean,
well,
they're
I'm
nice
happy
enough.
to share mine with you.
Oh, okay.
So, I'm sure they ask you lots of questions.
Yeah, they've been asking us lots of questions, but they're questions we don't know.
Oh. Well, maybe they don't know what questions to ask you.
Oh, like what questions you want to ask? You want to ask about my pony?
You have a pony?
I do.
What's your pony look like?
It's right over there. You see it?
I look over.
She points to the side of the room over here. There's nothing there.
Oh, well, that's very nice.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Sometimes I ride her around.
Really?
Uh-huh.
What's her name?
Her name is Phyllis.
Phyllis.
Uh-huh.
And you hear Reset go,
Nuh-uh.
What? What nuh-uh?
The pony's name is not Phyllis.
What is it?
Do you really want to know?
Yes.
It's Penelope.
Penelope?
Penelope. Nuh-uh. It's Phyllis.
Okay. Well, everyone has choices and both are valid, but that's neither here nor there.
It's Phyllis because that's all the blocks that we have the letters for.
and she pulls out, and it just says Phil.
Oh,
It's just Phil.
This wasn't FIL.
Yeah.
oh that's so cute. That's very smart of you. You can read.
Why wouldn't I be able to?
I have to tell you, not a lot of people can read down here. That's a very special thing. You're very special.
She's beaming. And Reset's just cuddling.
That's okay. You can learn too.
It says Penelope.
Okay. Well, one day we can teach you how to read.
I can read just fine. It says Penelope.
Okay. Would you like another donut?
Yeah.
Okay.
She starts eating. And she's like eyeing the strawberry one that's over there. She like scoops it down and like makes a sandwich and then starts like custard and
So-
strawberry now just kind of like dripping down onto the floor in between, like in her
I
the
care
Indian
less.
style. Yeah.
Okay, well, what's the last thing you remember?
Right. Tonight,
No, before you were rescued.
rescued. I don't remember being rescued.
Isn't this a place you'd get as a safe place you'd be brought to? That's like a rescue.
I don't know. There's bars on the window, and she points over, and you see these bars.
And I look at her very earnestly and I say, sometimes the bars are to keep bad people out.
Oh. So wait, if I'm stuck in here, but bad people are out there, I'm. Oh, so you want to know what happened, like when I came here?
Sure.
So the last thing I remember is sleeping and then waking up here.
Well, what about before you were sleeping?
I was at the orphanage.
That's it? That's all you remember?
Mm-hmm. And we had our usual conversations with the doctor.
Oh, which doctor?
And C, Dr. C, Dr. K?
C. Dr.
Dr. C. It makes K sound.
Okay. Dr. C or Dr. K?
And we had our own meeting, and then we talked about Phyllis, and then I was headed back to my room.
What is your favorite conversation with the doctor?
Oh, I thought you were gonna ask me about my favorite conversation. It was this one with you because you're pretty, even though you got the hat thingy
Oh,
on.
thank you.
My favorite conversation with the doctor, we pretty much just talk about how I'm okay with the other people that are there and how sometimes they're not mean to me, but sometimes I'm not mean to them either. Sometimes I am.
Oh, really? What do you mean?
Well, because they're mean sometimes and they don't really care, you know? Sometimes they're not nice. Grizz, what are you doing? Still ear to the door?
Mm-hmm.
Make me, go ahead and make me the perception check. This will be at advantage, and when you roll, like when you're like, you can hear like a, what is it? There just seems to be a whisper in your ear, and then you can add a d4 to that.
Did you say perception?
Yeah.
Okay, so 15 plus.
And remember, it's an advantage, so you can go and roll the d20 twice, and then take the higher one.
Well, that's a 4 adding to it, so that's a 1. So, all right. So,
Take the first one.
yeah. What did I say? What was that?
Is it 15?
15.
Plus
yeah.
4?
Plus 4. Yeah. So
What's your perception?
19. Yeah.
Okay.
Altogether, yeah.
So you don't hear something coming down the hallway per se, but your attention is brought to the room where the girls are. And then you smell something that reminds you of maybe some time that you spent in the King's Forest training, or that it's kind of like, it's almost like a leathery, but like a thin, like, it smells very much like a wild animal. Not one that's been in a city for very long, just a very feral wild animal.
Like making me uneasy? Is it an uneasy remembrance?
It's not a
of-
smell that you remember smelling anywhere except when you were outside of the city.
I think something's wrong here.
What?
I smell something. It's like an animal.
Where?
And you guys are up like 3 or 4 stories.
I don't know. Can I try to source where it's coming from?
Yep.
Do I need to do a roll?
No, you
Oh.
crush the roll. It smells like it's coming from outside.
Like in the hall, like the hall, or outside of the entire
This direction.
building? Okay.
You can't pinpoint it, but likely a smell is going to drift through the windows. You do recall seeing 2 like arrow slit windows here, and then there are the bars to the windows out there.
And is that where they're currently at right now? Like
Who?
how the miniatures are placed? Is that
Yes.
where they're at?
There are walls here between you, and there's like glass in the
Where is
viewing
it?
window here.
Where is it?
I think it's coming outside. I think they should get away from those windows.
You bang on the window.
I just say what?
You turn around and look. You send him a message for
Yeah,
what?
I don't
Okay.
want to go over there.
Bring the girls out there. There might be trouble.
Out where? I mean, yeah, where?
Bring it to the hallway.
Okay.
And as you turn to talk to Laucian, music starts to rise in the background. Very much like your heart starting to thud as that sinking feeling of providence settles into your soul. And you, Grizz, your eyes lock onto the bars. You see thick, meaty fingers reach, clasping 3 or 4 of the bars in one hand and pulling. Rose sees a large gorilla type figure with multiple arms hanging on the side of the building yank the bars and the wall off, exposing the cityscape and the ground below, and he tosses it across. It slams into the building adjacent, close to where Felix is waiting. And as he jumps in, you see the kids dive for the other side of the room, and you are standing face to face with this large, 4-armed, ape-like creature who just... And we go to break! Break! Whoop, 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 whoop. Welcome back! Hope you guys enjoyed a little break. You had a little bit of time to use the restroom. You had a little bit of time to go grab something to drink. Hang out a little bit, kind of like get yourselves hyped up for the encounter. Wait, what?
The guy's so big and I am so small. I have armor, Rudy.
Oh, do you?
Well, you have something that looks like armor.
It's probably worse than what you had. It's stupid stuff.
I was excited for one second.
You do have more hit points to lose.
That's kind of like
Why
armor.
would you say it like that?
That's kind of like armor.
It's kind of like
That's the
armor.
way to say it.
I mean, because how we're playing it is that it's adrenaline for the
Yeah.
most part, right? So, before we do that, let's go ahead and do the D&D raffle, brought to you by Wizards of the Coast for a Dungeons & Dragons Player's Handbook. Woot! So, mods, if you will, please draw another winner for us from the chat. Must be present to win. Can be anywhere in the universe.
No?
World.
Well, if they have access to the internet, we can probably get it to them.
We're not
World?
sending it to
On
space.
Mars?
Fine. We're not sending it to space.
So all of you on the International Space Station,
Sorry.
too bad.
PDF.
We apologize. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You can, you know.
It's just the cost would be really ridiculous.
It would be astronomical. Beat you to it.
That was really good. That didn't mean
I was going to say it was going to be out of this world, but that's just me.
That's fair. Oh, come on, Sirenscape again.
We love you, Sirenscape.
Yeah, we do.
Network is having problems.
Oh, it is the net. Okay, yeah, actually, I'm getting a little spinning wheel over here, too.
Yeah. Not Sirenscape, it's the network.
It is, you're right. Okie dokie. So, why don't we have a little conversation real fast about what just happened, Rose?
Oh man. Well, what happened was I was having a nice time in questioning the girls. I was about to find out what was on the collar of one of the girls. And this big monster comes in. Luckily, the girls are unsafe, but I'm face to face with a big gorilla monster who's like a double mutant gorilla monster.
Double mutant gorilla monster.
And oh, it's just me in the room. Just me,
By yourself.
by myself.
How do you feel?
Scared?
You feel scared about that?
Of course.
What are your needs right now?
My needs are to push it out the window. I
Okay.
need to get it out of here.
You need to get it out of
Oh my
here.
God, protect the girls too.
Yeah, both of the girls jumped off to the side there, out of the way. Luckily, because Grizz did a good job of sniffing out the beast,
Good job, Goods.
And Lossian did a very good job of communicating to you that something was coming. Even though you were sitting cross-legged on the floor, when they jumped out of the way, you were able to like kind of roll back and pop up so that you didn't actually get any of the wall that he ripped off.
Oh, good.
Because that would have been rubble trouble.
It would have been rubble trouble. Any of the rubble stone come flying at you. He did not end up doing that because he saw that you already recognized him. Or that you already like noticed he was there, not recognized him. I would
Do I
say.
get a reaction for him?
He hasn't done any. I mean, do you have a reaction that you would like to do? Is this what you're saying to me?
Not, I would like to do a thing. If there's a thing coming in, I would like to attack it.
Would you like to attack it?
That is what I would like to do.
Let us see what our random initiative order says.
I hate random initiative order.
Really?
It's not fair.
Sometimes you get to go twice. What do you mean it's not fair? It's literally the most fair it can be.
Now we have more bonuses than other people.
You know when you roll like some people.
I'm sorry, Mr. 2020. What was
That's
that?
so recent. Man. I don't know where that came from.
Yeah, that was
I don't
pretty-
know.
Every time you're in a fight, it's 2020,
Well, let's
2020.
see.
Rip their arms off.
For instance, if this thing is there and it made its move to come into the room and rip a thing out, and I'm standing in front of it, in my opinion, I should be able to attack it next. Because it is there and then I am next.
I actually agree with you, and I usually play that the first round before we go into random initiative is done by proximity. So I will let you roll a d4 or a d20, whatever it is. You know what? I'll let you roll whichever dice you would like because we're doing even and odd. Odd, you get to go first. Even, the creature goes first.
10.
So the creature lands on the ground, or lands in there, grabs onto the. I guess I'll start it from a couple seconds back here. The creature clasps onto the side of the building, grabs the bars, flings the wall, the bars, everything out of the way. The two little girls jump back. You roll back and pop up on your feet. You can hear the guards behind you yelling. And then you see the creature swing. And
AC is 12.
your AC is 12.
Wasted a 20.
Did you just waste a 20?
Wasted a 20.
So I rolled a 3 on the die, and we are looking at the first fist come flying across, hooking over you.
So many fists.
So many fists.
Why does it have so many fists?
That's a good question.
of fists.
At least 2 more than it needs. But it's a gorilla, so it could use everything.
Just waiting for this to load.
It's not monkeying around.
You're the worst.
You are the worst. So that's going to be a 9 to hit, so it's going to miss you. The fist goes flying across. You duck just as it slams in, splintering this door.
Yeah.
From the hallway, the guard who's heard the gnashing and tearing of metal and the destruction of rock comes running forward. The door splinters out of the side. He kind of like stops, glances over to the side, and the fist reaches back in, catching him and flinging him out.
How high up are we?
Yeah, that's what
3 stories.
I was.
Lassian watches.
Because I can't catch through the wall.
That is a wall. There is glass between you and Rose. You may go, and then we'll say, Lassian, you're on deck, and, well... Rose, you can go.
What's on
Grizz,
earth?
you'll be up after Rose. Yeah, you'll be up after Rose.
What on earth are you? Where did you come from? What are you made of? What is wrong with you? And that's like that's my melody for dissonant whispers that I'm whispering, whisper singing.
Whisper singing?
Yes.
Okay, whisper sing. Let's hear it.
Whispers. That's what I did. I just said it. It's a wisdom save DC 12.
I rolled a 14 on the die.
It takes half damage, so it's 3d6.
All right.
Woo! That's that's 10 damage, so it's 5.
10 points of damage?
Yes.
5 damage. Which one?
It's 5.
Okay.
Because it's
Half of
half.
36.
yes. On a field, I guess it's
Probably just the damage, yeah.
it's village move. On a field save. Yeah.
All right. Grizz, you're up. Lassian, you're on deck. What you see from where you're standing is that you had your ear to the door, and then you could smell the thing, and you turn, and you're watching. You see the thing get torn out. You see this, and you see now that Rose has just ducked a giant fist, and when the fist came back through, it had one of the guards by the skull cap and tore him out and flung him behind him, just like it had the big barred wall. And then, what would you like to do?
Okay, like raging and shifting, does that take my action?
They both require bonus actions, so you can only do 1 per turn.
Gotcha. Okay. I will. Okay, so yeah, I can't do. Can I rage and then go over there and then attack
Yeah.
in that order? Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay, so are you going to go out the door, walk through, and then come back down the other door, or are you going to like take a more direct path?
Yeah, I was thinking about it. Well, how is this glass? Like, is it just glass?
As far as you see.
I feel like, yeah, no, I'm gonna try to dive through that glass.
You have advantage on your athletics check because you were shifting, or sorry, because you were raging. Had you not, I would still give it to you for being a BA.
That's what I wanted to do. So,
I
all right.
want you to take the epic action. Go
So,
for it.
what am I rolling?
You're rolling an athletics check.
All right.
At advantage.
It's a good thing I got advantage.
The first time you've had advantage and not crit on it.
So that would be a 23.
That is far more than I needed you to roll.
Nice.
Congratulations. Tell me what it looks like when you run. Like, how do you prep for this? How do you run? When does the switch hit in your mind where you rage and then where you fling yourself through glass towards this creature?
So I see, I'm looking at the glass. I'm looking at the door. I'm like, and then I just like kind of on all fours, like running, and then just like leap right through it. Do like a sweet roll over the, hopefully over the top of Rose, and then come through the roll and like go in with the attack.
What is this?
Claws.
Okay.
But would it take an extra to use my shank? Because
No, you can draw the shank as you come through.
Yeah, that's what and I'm just going right for its squishy parts.
Okay. So you're second level now. You do have a reckless attack if you would like to use it.
No, not right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then, go ahead and give me your attack roll.
Oh, now there's no wall between us.
Shame.
Ah.
So
Glass,
that would be a dirty 20.
A dirty 20.
Yeah.
So you were both
5.
still toe to toe with her. You got a dirty 20. Go ahead and roll me your damage.
So the shank's a D4. So
You should have a bonus too.
So the D4
Mhm.
plus your strength modifier plus your rage bonus, which is a +2. So you should
so
have
5 plus 2. So 5. Wait.
5
so,
plus whatever you roll.
Yeah. So 5, 6, 7, and then you have rage modifiers 2 more.
All right. So it's what you rolled,
Yeah,
which is a what?
Which is 2.
Okay,
Plus 5 for the
Total.
shank.
total. It's not for the shank.
Oh.
It's that you're using strength.
Oh, okay.
So that's
Sorry.
3, and then your rage gives you 2 more. So that's 5.
Gotcha.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
So 7 total.
Yes.
Nice.
You jam it right into the gut, and it just looks down at you, and it,
It's just right back in his face.
and it starts swatting with 2 of the hands as the other 2 rear back. And Lawson, it's your turn.
Okay. I take a moment, cast Mage Armor.
There's your action.
As a bonus action, Shield of Faith.
On.
Me.
Okay, so what's your total AC now?
Total
Nope.
is-
Wait. Shield of Faith is a what level spell?
First.
And Mage Armor is a.
Oh, that's right. They're both first levels. They're not cantrips, so I can't. So
Which
Mage
one
Armor.
would you like to use? Mage Armor?
Yeah.
Okay, you still have a bonus action.
Yep, Mage Armor. And then I will draw my sword and just hop through the window.
Seems a badass.
All right, and are you staying just on this side of the broken window?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Your feet lightly touch down, crinkling some of the broken glass. And Grizz, with your hand caught, still on holding the shank into its rib cage, it's your turn again,
Okay. So
and the creature's on deck.
so shifting is a bonus action. So can I shift first and then
You
go
can
for
shift. Yep.
So then I'm gonna shift even more because he's like screaming in my face, so I'm getting even more crazy. And then, yeah, I guess,
Pull the dagger out and stab you again.
yeah,
All right,
so
so
more squishy parts.
go ahead and give me your roll.
Mm-hmm.
So this exchange looks like you dive through the window. You make that first attack, stick it in into the rib cage. It roars at you while it's trying to swat at your hand. You roar, your teeth elongate. You look more feral this time, so it's like basically 2 animals roaring at each other. And then you pull out the shank and you give it another stick. What'd you get?
7.
Total?
Well. So the shift adds a +5, right?
No, that's +5 temporary hit points for you.
Okay, sorry, it was just written down a little strange.
So you
I just wanna
to
make
your
sure.
dice roll, you get a +5 to attack.
Yeah. So
Oh.
and I already
You
added
already
that.
have that.
So I rolled a 2.
Oh, okay.
So it was
This is where reckless attack comes in good. So this time when you pull out, you roar so distraught and then so caught up in your feral intentions. You stab again. This time it takes a little step back and then swings forward to hit you. And we'll connect with a 22.
Oh, ouch.
That's
That's
Normal for routine.
For 6 + 4, 10 points of damage. And that's slashing damage as it comes across with some claws. But you get to half it because you are raging, which means 5 points, which means that is essentially, from what I understand, eating up your. Let's see, for shifting, you get your level plus your con modifier. What's your con modifier?
Con modifier is +2.
+2, and your level is 2.
Mhm.
So that's 4 total.
Mhm.
So it plinked through all of that, and you took 1 point of actual
Gotcha. Okay.
damage.
It's a very crazy habit.
And then it swings back at the other arm.
Oh,
Multiple attacks.
And that's going to be a 24
oh man.
as it bites down on you. This time only for 6 points of damage, but have
Okay, so
3 points on you.
Good thing.
Rose, you are up, and Lossie and you's on deck.
I'm back up. And I move towards the girls.
You back up.
Yes, but on the way I'm whispering again.
Okay, so do you want to? How do you want to do? Do you want to whisper first and then go? Do you want to? Because you're going to be stepping out of his.
Oh. Well, okay, I don't want to get hit because it's very dangerous. So I just start whispering. I would like to actually move towards. I want to stay in range, but I want to move towards the side where the girls are. I want to stay adjacent to it,
Okay.
but just move maybe by the desk or something.
So you can. I'll say that you can because he's a big one. I'll say that you can kind of like slide by Grizz without. I'll let you go through him, even though technically you shouldn't really be able to. But actually, it just takes 10 movement instead of 5.
Yeah.
So you can get through. You're standing next to the desk, so he's got a little bit of a way to go there, and you are now between the girl, and then I just got a 4 on the roll.
Nice.
So you get what is it? 3d8, 3d6.
Yeah, 36.
Great.
That's 9 damage. And I say, you're never gonna get the girls. No, you're never gonna get past our big guy.
Walsian, you're up, and Felix is on deck.
I will do the bonus action to Shield of Faith this turn.
You bonus action Shield of Faith.
So that gets me to a 17 AC.
17.
And I see that the ape is sort of hurt, so I will toll the dead.
Bing. I will roll a 15 on the die
It makes it.
plus. Well, actually, let's see. It has a +1 wisdom, so it'll be a 16 total.
Yeah, it makes it.
Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. You not moving?
No. Since I'm between it and the girls? Nope.
Okay. A beam of purple and black energy launches, sizzling through the air. Across the way, you see as Felix adds a little bit of flavor. That's going to be... He's going to beat it. So that'll be enough for the AC to hit, and we're looking at an Eldritch Blast. And I roll it. Of course I roll well. So it blasts him for 10 points of damage. It hits the back. You basically, like, as you guys are fighting, you basically see it, like, just kind of lunge forward, and you can smell the little burnt of, like, necrotic acid, like an acidic burning, kind of like hit the back, and it again.
Gross.
With that,
Anything is possible.
anything.
What's gonna happen next? No one knows what's gonna happen.
The creature is up, and Grizz is on deck. Creature attacks at Grizz again.
Duck!
That is a 15 on the die, plus 6, 21.
See, he rolls like Kyle.
He's got bigger bonuses.
Yeah, it
He
is.
also rolls like Kyle.
So that'll.
That's a lot of damage.
So the first one will be for another 10 points of damage, so half will be 5. And then the second one will be 8 points, half will be 4.
You alive?
Grizz does not topple over quite yet, as 2 fists down, boxing him on both shoulders. You feel the muscle in your lats and your deltoids just tear down. And then, what would you like to do?
Oh, yeah, it's my turn. Oh,
Mm-hmm. You're up, and Lossian's on deck.
Oh, this is getting fun. So then I'm gonna go in, not recklessly attacking. Because this thing's
Doesn't
strong.
seem to be missing you either way.
Yeah, I know. Well, you're right. Yeah, okay. We're going reckless on this guy.
Okay, so
And
that's
that
an
means I get-
advantage.
Yep, so first attack with the shank. That is a
Bargain's very
natural 20, by the way.
A natural 20?
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, so you crit, So he boxes you down on the shoulders. You can feel the muscle and fiber like getting taut, sinking, and then you recklessly. Is this with the shiv or is this?
Yeah, well,
You do have your bonus action
for the bite, which I plan on using, but for this attack, yeah, because my hands don't.
No, they don't. But
Yeah.
you do have the shiv.
Yeah, so it is the shiv. Yes.
Okay, so 2d4.
That would be 3 on the dice.
Okay.
Yeah, altogether.
So three altogether, plus you get your
3
5.
plus the 5, so 8.
8 points of damage.
Yep, and then after I stick him again, I'm like, oh, you like to bite, huh? And I'll go in with a bite.
Ah! All right, give me the rolls. These are also at advantage because you're reckless.
Messed up.
What'd you mess up?
It has to move away as far as it possibly can.
If it fails.
18.
18? Okay. So 18 will hit for sure.
5 plus 5, that's 10.
10?
Mhm.
Okay. And with the dissonance, so after that happens, you can see it kind of like take a couple steps back. The final bits of Rose's whisper kind of lingering and like hearing that she was actually talking about you specifically. And now that it's kind of understanding and locking onto this, it starts to lean back towards the window, looks over at the girls, grabs onto each side, and then turns and launches itself at Felix.
Across the way.
Across the way, it launches over. So,
Sorry, buddy.
told Felix I'd do my best to keep him out of trouble, but
How far is the street?
this is going to be a little harder. See if Andre can get it framed, but
It's a far jump.
Oh, yeah, how far is
about 20 feet across, maybe 30 feet, whatever. So it launches across to the window that Felix had just blasted out. And of course, Felix's miniature is not right here, but we're going to say that
He's in a watch.
I do have it. Huh?
Is he in a watch?
So he launches himself across the way to get away. That's not a good Felix. And Laucian. Actually, so since he vacated the space, is it his own will? It's his own will.
He can go wherever he wants.
Yeah, he just has to move away from you.
Yeah, as far away as possible.
So he gets opportunity attacks.
as far as its speed allows away from you.
Yeah, that's about across the way.
So I get to punch it. Every
You
go?
both
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
But we have to be careful because I believe that means that you will also, if you hit it and it hurt it, since we're just kind of like rotating back through, I think it gets another chance to save or it breaks the enchantment. I'm looking it up now.
Oh,
Distant whispers? Or
That's
I
what
don't-
you used, yeah?
yeah. Are you
Okay.
asking me to?
No, I'm looking it up. So you guys can both go ahead and take opportunity attacks if you want to.
Well, if it doesn't say.
No, it doesn't say.
Oh.
But it only lasts for the one round anyway, I think. So it made its way as far away from you as it could.
I hit a 23.
A 23? That'll hit. And it immediately uses its reaction, if available, to move as far as its feet allow. So that would have happened immediately. So we're all good here.
I got a 14.
A 14?
Yes.
Okay.
Is that hit?
To hit? With what?
My feast.
Okay. Yep.
I don't have anything.
Let's see if that hits. That will hit. So you do 1 point of damage plus your strength modifier.
I do 1 point of damage. Because it doesn't go negative, right? I can actually.
minimum is 1 point.
The minimum is
It's
1 point of damage. So it goes to leave, and you're like, "Stop it!" And you hit.
Yes.
Okay. Grizz, you did do damage, or you
Yeah.
did attack.
Yep, and so I rolled a 23,
Uh huh.
and then 7 damage.
7 damage. Okay. So it jumps across the way to where Felix is, takes a swipe at him, and then launches itself back across the way, landing in front of you. You made it run. It used its reaction to run, so it doesn't have the reaction. Since you didn't tell me in time, like, and I didn't look it up, I just was kind of like,
It still gets to move.
it's still its own turn. So it jumped back over. It'll jump back over on its turn. Sorry, and then but it would have come back. That's why I was trying to marginalize.
Because it ran on your turn, and then on its turn, it gets to move back.
It gets to move back, but then it came back and attacked Grizz, and then Grizz attacked it. So I was trying to just put it back there. But we're actually fine like this. Lawson, if you would like to go ahead.
Okay.
No, it's fine. We're all good.
I can see it from here.
Yeah. Plus, I gotta find a Felix.
It can try another Toll the Dead save.
It fails.
For 15 points.
Oh, what?
For 1d12.
1d12 plus your bonus, plus your stat modifier.
I was pretty sure it was flat.
I think it's flat.
Pretty
Is
sure
it?
it's flat.
Yeah.
I mean, 12 is still a pretty.
If it isn't, then
I'm sure, like, 12 is still a max roll. It's pretty, you know what? He's going to be Tannis.
it's just 12.
Okay. Well, fantastic amount of damage there.
Wow.
Yeah, I was hoping to max it, but I didn't max it. I just only maxed it.
What do you need to max it? It couldn't have gotten more max.
If my ability would have been nice, but it isn't.
Yeah, it would have been nice, but it also wouldn't have been the rules of the game.
That's what I looked
We're
at.
level 2, man.
Yeah,
This is
dude.
like.
Like an actual dagger would be pretty nice too. Instead of, you know.
Yeah, I should break your glass shank at some point.
Don't encourage the dungeon master.
Actually, I like this one for Felix.
Yeah, it's
That's
pretty
your size.
Felixy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It shows the dwarfed size of the thing. And he's backed up against the wall.
Except for the audience can't see it because it's just a giant gorilla.
Just blocking people.
Oh,
no, the building's on fire.
That's okay. It's not going to be the first one you guys have burned down.
Still gonna
Probably
get
won't be
XP
the
for
last
building.
one either. Let's see if we get out of here without setting this place on fire.
It's less of things getting set on fire and more of just general destruction of property.
You guys are
Because, I
definitely
mean, it
destructing.
ripped out the wall and smashed the door, but you smashed the window.
No, that was there when I found it, just like that.
That was a piece from the wall, I swear.
So Rose, you're up.
I got one last one.
You gonna burn it now?
Yep.
Alrighty.
Gotta get rid of this bad guy because he's hurting the Felix. You get away from him. And I say that over and over. Get away from him.
away! I don't like you. Get away!
DC 12.
DC 12.
Wisdom save.
Get away, get away, get away.
Get away. Get
I
away.
fail.
So good. That's a 13.
A 13.
Yes.
You did 13 points of damages.
Yes.
It like smashes the first two fists down on the ground. The other two fists go slamming up into the ceiling, and then it looks back at you and glares
And now it has to move its full speed further away.
as a bonus act or as its reaction away, and it launches itself through the wall. There's a big gaping hole in the wall, retreats into the darkness behind it, since this wall is now destroyed.
Oh, look, it looks nice.
Anything else?
Yes. I can move like 5 feet this way to the girls.
You have all your movement. This is the beginning
Yeah,
of your turn.
So I move to the girls. Come, come! And I grab their hands, and then I take them out the door.
Okay, so you can get over there and you can get them just outside the door.
And then we're like mid-run.
You're in mid-run as you make your way back through, and then you see Felix, you don't see it, but you see Felix kind of like look into the hole that happened there. And then you see him like start to take a couple of steps back. And then he turns and launches himself across
kill Felix.
And he rolls an 8 on his athletics check.
Reaction.
You reaction.
Featherfall.
You feather fall. So he jumps and he's like, and then he realizes, you can see on his face where he realizes that he's not going to be able to get, and he even tries to like stretch out. And as he's like starting to lower beneath where the threshold of the flooring is, Lausian takes another step forward and whispers something really fast. And he just starts to like the gravity starts to finally yank him down, and then it softens and he just glides, starts floating down, which everybody roll me a perception check. As of all of your focus, 20. So you even can see through these. You're able to catch like a glimpse of the abandoned room that Felix just dived out of.
16.
16?
Dirty 20.
Wow. So you all, very quickly, as you're watching Felix start to coast towards the ground, you can feel like the shaking of the ground as the creature comes barreling back, launches itself over, and slams down into the room again. This time he goes, blood flies out of its mouth, hitting you in the face, splaying across the ground, and then he shrinks
You turn to a halfling?
into like a halfling with a scythe in red gorilla skin armor.
Ah.
That's cool.
Thank you. And he goes, "Who are you?" Yeah, obviously he's not talking to you because you're out.
Oh, I'm right. Yeah.
Who are you?
What are you asking me that? Who are you?
I am the Feral Reaver. And he goes to swing. And as he does, he reaches back with the scythe, starts to swing, and he starts to grow almost in an instant, turning into...
Oh, jeez.
The bigger one?
Where?
And you feel, or you see the hands that were coming back as a scythe turn into massive claws, and an owl bear shrieks as it brings its fists across you. Ready for your attack.
Is that a polar owl bear?
Yeah.
It's a feral owl bear,
Owls live up north
Polar
in the
bear.
snow owl.
and so do bears.
Polar snow owl bear.
when he was in the what did you say, the half elf, or what was he? What was his-
Halfling-ish.
Half
He's a halfling.
Oh,
Yeah.
so when he's halfling, I'm kind of like, and it's just like, it's like, oh.
Yeah, what is that like when you're raging?
It's funny, yeah, like so I had the blood on him. Like a little bit of that, but you know.
All right, sounds good. So it swings across with both claws, and then as soon as that starts to happen, you can feel it like kind of pull in across your skin, and the claws rake across your chest, tearing the fake chain armor and ripping down the tabard. The hat that you had on just kind of like topples a little bit and like kind of like comes off with it as it just tears this off, leaving your exposed chest and abdomen with the claws raking across. And you take, oh, this is heavy.
Oh, no.
Where's that number? Oh, that's a little less heavy on, well, I don't know.
It's not. Is it more or less than what he was getting before? Is the question.
Well, what I rolled is going to end up making it only. So after I half it, 4 points of damage.
Oh,
okay. So as it rakes across you, it kind of like lurches your body forward a little bit, and then you see its beak come, and you're able to kind of like dodge yourself out of the way, just barely.
Then I go back to like devious laughing.
Okay, so now
devious. Back to devious.
So now he spit blood on you. He just tore across your chest, creating some more blood. And you're up.
Oh,
right.
And the monster went. And Felix is floating. But you know what? I'll leave that in there just in case, because that's a fun. So Felix will be on deck.
All right. Well, yeah, I guess we're gonna recklessly attack again.
Go for it.
The monster looks hurt at all.
This one looks, he does look banged up, but he seems to be, the feathers have like a bloody tint to them, but it's not actual blood.
14.
14 is enough to hit.
Okay. All right. That'd be 8. And then going for the bite.
Go for the bite.
And then has advantage too, correct?
Yep. You're recklessly attacking, so you might as well do both on the same turn.
Okay. So that would be 23.
23 hit.
Yep. Okay. 6 damage.
6 damage?
Yeah.
And you rolled a d6 on that one, right?
Yep.
Okay, good. So 6. So you rolled a 1 on the die?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Felix, what's going on up there? As he continues to float down towards the ground. Rose, you are up, and Lossian, you're on deck.
Bardic inspire.
Okay.
And I
Alright.
run with the girls the full as double movement.
Okay.
Yeah, all the way out. I'm going towards where we came in.
Okay. So you rush your way out there. You scream, and as you're coming through, you pass another guard who's making his way in there, and is now adjacent, trying to come into the door. Lawson.
No, I thought. No, he already went.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll toll him again.
Toll.
Ah, that's great. Hold it.
I got a 12.
Okay, it's a 13.
Yes.
13 to 88.
Mhm.
Okay.
So
what's the
it
damage?
is 8 points.
Look at how sad he is about it. You can't max every time.
I know.
All right, so he does that, and Grizz, you're up.
Okay.
Yeah. The creatures.
How close is he to the edge?
He's pretty much right there. He's kind of got an angle to where his back's against the wall now, like kind of in that corner area, but not much further past that.
So, like, does it seem plausible to make an attempt to try to, like, knock him out?
It is plausible.
Yeah.
He is very big.
Yeah. Okay.
You can try.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna get like one of these like this is Sparta kind of kicks.
Okay. So you're gonna try and shove the owl bear out.
Yes.
Okay. Go for it.
Poor Felix.
And what kind of roll would this be?
Hands on it.
It might be. It's athletics.
Okay. Oh, I don't have advantage or anything.
And
I
you
have
do
bardic
because you're
inspiration.
raging.
Oh yeah, I do. Okay. And I also have bardic inspiration, right?
Yeah. D6.
Well, I rolled 14s on both, so.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Did
so
you use your bardic inspiration?
I'm going
Do
to.
you want to?
Yeah, I want to. 5. So 19.
Is that after
Well-
your
Athletics.
So, oh no, actually, so that would be a 24.
a 24?
Yeah.
So
I've never seen this so happy.
just double checking to make sure before I do something that maybe I shouldn't. All right. So you go.
I say, oh, I've always wanted to do this. Yeah, and then I go and kick.
And then you kick. You hit him square in the gut. You hear, oh! And he starts to fall. Squawk! Hold on. And as he does, he reaches out, grabs the guard, and starts to fall with him. But the other hand swipes out for you.
Ooh.
and is going to get a 22.
Ooh.
You can.
Dangerous sense.
This is a grapple.
Actually, it's a 20. So you can make an acrobatics or an athletics check. I would advise athletics because you get advantage on it.
Yeah.
But you have to beat a 20 in order to avoid the grapple.
Okay. Yeah, I'll use the athletics. I have to beat a 20, you said?
What'd you get?
Well, I rolled 2 12s, and I have +5 on athletics.
So that's a 17?
Yeah.
Okay. So you Sparta him out the window. He swipes up, grabs one of the guards, or the guard that was coming in the door, and then he swipes and tries to grab at you. Really, he's just trying to keep his footing, but there's nothing else to grab, and he starts to fall back with you and the guard in his hands.
I say, oh, but that looked really cool too. No.
And you start to fall. Is there anything you want to do?
Very well, I'm out of spell slots.
So Laucian starts to try and do the cantation, and then it doesn't work. He tries it again, and it doesn't work. And they start to drop. Rose continues to rush out the door, but Laucian, you see, well, really, you hear a
Is that a Hook's call or a Larry call?
It sounds like a pterodactyl because it grasped within each of its claws. It has them, and it kind of like does this like, whoosh, whoosh. And the guard still gets flung across the way. He does skid across the room over there, and you can make me an athletics check as you get launched.
At advantage.
Yeah, it's athletics. So here's what's going to happen. Before you roll, I'll tell you what's up.
Okay.
You are right now being grappled by the claw, okay? And it is flailing about trying to keep itself aloft. It just flung the guard over here. If you get a 5 or below, you will drop. If you get a 6 to 10, you will fly over here. If you get an 11 to 15, you will fly over here. If you get a 16 or above, you can tell me what you do.
This is just a random pterodactyl thing that just showed up out of nowhere?
No. You notice that the owlbear is no longer there because you are grappled by the thing that it was.
Oh, it changed. Oh, I see. That's what happened. Okay.
So currently,
Okay.
you are flailing about. Your roll will determine where you go.
Okay. All right. I got you. And then it's just like a fleshy pterodactyl looking thing.
Pterodon, yeah.
Okay. All right. Oh, well. So, and add athletics, right? So
Yeah.
That's a 19.
A 19.
Mhm.
So a 16 above says that you get to dictate what happens here. Where are you going? What's the deal? You
Okay.
can hold on to it still if you want to. You can not let it stop you.
Okay. So I like to use my momentum
Mm-hmm.
and like shank the wing, like a big hole in the wing,
Okay.
as I'm like using my momentum to fly back to where Lassie is. Is that too much?
No, we'll let that roll.
Cool twist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll let that roll.
I want to like.
So give
screw
me
up
an
this-
attack roll.
Okay.
And we'll call this, because it was, technically it's decided to move out of the way, and even though it's grappling you, it is going to be moving at the same time. So we'll call this your reaction, okay? That I will gift you because you got a 19, I think. And go ahead and give me your attack roll. As you tear its wing and it lands in the room.
22.
That's a hit. Go ahead and give me your damage with your dagger.
7.
7. All right. So you get the shank and you just pull straight down, tearing the wing. It flaps open and he's and
Was that my turn actually?
no.
Okay. just a reaction. I see.
Yeah, your turn already happened earlier in the thing.
Essentially, he.
When I was running out there, I'm basically screaming at whoever I can. I'm running
Mhm.
and I'm just screaming. It's in the interrogation room. It tore the building apart. Help! Help! There's people over there. Or there's other guards over there.
Good, thank you. So its next attack on you is going to be a 23 to hit.
Party.
With spell slots. It does 7 points of damage, which you will still have.
You round up or down?
You'll round down
Okay.
on this one.
Half the hit point is not a hit point.
Yeah,
Okay, so 3.
right. The only time you don't really round down is like to 0.
Gotcha.
There's other times when you could round up, but I don't know. So. You hear Felix go, "What's going on up there, guys?"
That's the rain of guards.
Yeah, essentially. And then Laucian, it's your turn.
I shout back down. Honestly, I have no idea.
And Rose, you see a big blur past you as you're rushing with the girls out.
I'm crying too.
Okay.
Like, this is too much for me, and I need to protect them. Like, all my instincts are like just absolute fear.
I see you fleeing through the police precinct. You stop at the door. Wait, like, I assume that you're moving past the front desk.
Yeah.
The other guards that have gone running through, like, they're starting to, you see them, like, in an armory room off to the side, which is the one that you guys bypassed, and
Which one?
the one that was there that had the thing on it. So you guys went through past the armory. You see the other guards that are, like, over there, but the door's open and they seem to be arming up. And then that's when you see the blur go past you, and you are headed out into the lobby. Do you want to go out?
I do not want to go out. What I want to do is hide behind the reception desk.
Okay, so you slide back there, and the little minotaur's like, or the smaller minotaur's like, "Come on, sugar, over here!" And she like turns around,
Yeah.
ducks you guys behind there, and she's like sitting there in front, like clocked down on her hooves, and she's just, "Don't worry, I'll protect you." Did you go?
Nope.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So, does that wall with the broken window look like it'll provide partial cover?
If you jump over it
Uh-huh.
and you duck behind it, you could get probably half cover if you duck behind it.
Okay. Hop over the wall. Tell my servant to open the door over there.
This door?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then from there, do another toll on the pterodactyl.
Okay, so you basically like jump over the little side, servant, and then duck back down.
Yep.
Okay. I got a 5.
I got another 8.
Jeez, it's nuts.
Well, you know what the thing about druids is.
Yep.
Yeah, I know.
Yep. They heal quite a bit.
Time to change. It's cheating.
But it is and it isn't.
It is and it isn't.
All right.
It's pretty cool if they're on your side.
And when they're not super high level above you,
Yeah.
but when they are.
All right. So with that, the music dims. Squawk! And it bites again at Grizz.
Oh. Get out of there.
That is going to be a 21 to hit and a 14 on the second one.
They both hit. Yeah.
Okay. You get a beak and you get some claws.
It's not good.
So that will end up being 7 points of damage after being halved.
Yeah. I'm down.
Okay, so the claw or the wing comes across, the one that is detached comes across and swipes at you, and then as it pops you back a little bit, it lurches its neck forward and hits you. You're not down, but you're at 0 hit points. So on your next turn, you'll start making injury saves.
Okay.
Rose, you are cowering behind the corner, or are you doing anything else?
No.
Okay, stand in your ground.
We're
Go. You're hiding. You're in
yeah,
cover. We can say that you're in full cover for the moment. Nobody's there to see you really, except for the Minotaur that's protecting you. I would normally advise that you dodge, but there's no point right now.
yeah. But I'm like, don't tell anyone we're here. And then I'm like trying to soothe the girls and trying to make sure that they feel protected.
Okay. The Minotaur goes, if you want, I'll watch him. You can go have your friends.
That I must protect them.
Okay. You hear Felix go, seriously? What's going on up there? There was a thing, and then a bear, and then a owl, and then is that a dinosaur? And then Grizz, it's your turn. Make me your injury save.
Just roll a d20.
Yeah.
It's a 14 on the dice. Do I add
14
anything?
is plenty. Well,
Okay.
you would add your con modifier, but
Okay. All right.
a 14 is plenty for you to avoid the injury.
Okay.
So it's now your turn to go ahead and make your attacks if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna use disengage.
You gonna disengage?
Yeah,
Okay.
and I'll pull a Lassian.
And dive through the. Okay, so you disengage and you dive through, and you still have. Let's see. Takes you, let's say, 10 to get over that. So you still have 15 feet of movement.
Yeah, I'm gonna get up in that hallway there, I guess.
Okay. As you get into the hallway, you're like running out of the hallway, starting to limp as you do. Like you slam into the wall on one side, you're like kind of like just hit the other side, and as you are sliding across it, the blood that was already coughed up on you and the blood that's coming up off of you just smears against the wall as you just slide across the wall, and then you hear thump, 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 smash through the wall, right past Lossian. Polly, suspenders and all, smashes through, clobbers the creature, and they fall. And fall. And you hear Felix go, Polly! And then you hear and the sound of wood and horses and everything. As Polly and the feral reaver, right? Smash into a carriage below. Blood all over the ground. Feel better now?
Yes.
How about this?
No.
Polly destroyed it.
No.
And
your unseen servant.
your unseen servant has been... Actually, roll me a dex save for your unseen servant.
No, you got 2.
As Polly went through it, just...
It's okay, you didn't have a lot of fun.
Polly, so let's see, who's there left? Grizz, you've gone running down the side. You saw Polly went out. You've heard this. Rose, you were cowering behind the counter, but it seems like things have settled. Lossian?
I get up, put my sword away, slowly just walk out.
Slowly walk out of here.
No, look over. Is Polly hurt?
As you look down there, Polly doesn't really seem to be moving.
Stabilize him.
And as you do, so he wasn't dead. You stabilize him and he goes, and just rolls over on his back, and you can see that the flesh reaver below has been completely flattened in his form, not in the pterodactyl form, in his
halfling.
yeah. And you just see Felix walking closer to Polly. Polly? And that's where we're going to end tonight.
Bravo, bravo.
I'll spare the dying on him when we get a chance.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You're assuming he's not already passed.
Stabilized. It's not a heal.
Nope. It's not a heal.
Those
Yeah.
are very exciting.
Well, let me kick back on some Mama's music. So, from some club somewhere down along the street, the sound of light jazz echoes as a band warms up for the evening's festivities. And we pan away into the sunset. Thank you guys for coming to watch. I hope you guys all enjoyed playing a little game.
Those are very
Yeah,
fun.
absolutely.
Yeah.
It's fun game.
Hope you guys enjoyed watching it. Sad that Felix had to miss it. I feel like he was with us in spirit.
Yeah, pretty much.
And he didn't die. Lossian made sure of that.
He had used my last spell slot.
I would have given him an acrobatics check if you would miss it to like catch an awning or something down there, but it's better because then he wasn't left on.
Yes.
And you can tell him about it next time. So
Donut.
You left those.
I know.
oh, poor donuts.
Walk out slowly.
So, I hope everybody had a really good time, and we would like to say thank you again to our sponsors, Idle Champions. Go ahead and go download for free Idle Champions on the PC and PlayStation,
I'm
or
on PlayStation.
Satine's on a PlayStation.
PlayStation.
And you're in Forbes, and you've been in a D&D article for Playboy that we were all in from the stream of Annihilation, etc. So,
Rick and Mortified.
and you've been Rick and Mortified. Oh, jeez.
Issue number 3 came
Issue
out last
number
Wednesday.
3.
It's been a very good week.
Teen's had a busy week. She's
But-
all over the place.
But Vlanya, you can play Vlanya on Idle Champions.
Yeah.
On PlayStation.
You're about to be on Xbox too next week.
PlayStation. Like, what has happened? I don't know what's happened. Like, it's like a video game, right? But then, like,
It is a video game.
everyone can play her on a console, and it's got on my face.
It's pretty cool.
What's the coolest you can do? I can't even handle it. It's the
Just melting into a
coolest thing. So yeah, thank you, Idle Champions. That's like the coolest. So from noon to 1 every weekday for the next 2 weeks, we are doing interviews, and I believe I don't remember when my interview is for Vlanya because I'm too excited and I can't think straight.
Tomorrow is Strix, I believe.
Tomorrow is Anna Proser.
Oh, Anna?
Wait, was that today?
Today was hot.
I'm sorry, my brain damage
I know
makes
that-
it hard to remember
I
things.
thought Holly was doing Strix today or tomorrow. Maybe it's
Oh,
today.
I got it right now. Yeah, Evelyn was today. Aaron Evans is tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday is Holly Conrad.
Fridays.
Yes, it's on the website. Also, I posted it on Dungeons and Dragons.
And then the other interesting thing that's going on right now is like, don't wait to go do it because they're running a very special thing. We would normally give out chess codes, but if you go and you download it and you log in every day, you will be getting the celebration goes from the 14th to the 21st, specifically for Xbox. They wanted to give everybody the opportunity to get in there. Once you get in, you will get daily rewards simply by logging in each day. And then if you collect 4 of the chests, then you will unlock an additional 5 chests and 1 free golden epic card for Joe Manganiello. Arcana
Arcana.
Cool.
Oh, cool.
Who you can see right here on all of our main Arcana programming with his birthday.
We had a birthday
celebration.
party for Joe
Joe.
on Saturday.
With the cake.
It was very cool. So you can go on Joe Mangan. Happy birthday, Joe. You can go on
Happy birthday, Joe.
his Twitter and Instagram, and there's lots and lots of photos. and videos. It was very cute. Because it was like the 12-year-old dream birthday party. There were 3 games run. And I was like, this is the first birthday party I've ever dungeon mastered.
No.
Really?
Yeah. That was so cool. And like we had cake and then we played for hours.
On a sugar high.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Lots of fondant and lots of sugar.
And then on top of that, we would like to thank Black Magic and World Anvil, who gave out an awesome 1-year subscription at Grandmaster level, and then Rook and the Raven, who we should have some extra books coming in, but you don't have yours with you right now, do you? Don't you have one? Just
It's
not
at
here.
the home.
Yeah. I think that's the one you use mostly for Siren. So, so we've got Rook and Raven, Black Magic, World Anvil, Idle Champions, Sirenscape. Thank you for giving me some dance tunes. Provided there was actually some really great moments where, like, right when we were transitioning to something, Sirenscape had the either like a lull or it had like this big buildup that was like that stands out. Like it was really, it made it look like I was actually DJing it live, or that Ben was over there doing some squibby.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it like seemed maybe it was like monitoring the sound. I'm like, are you monitoring me, Ben? Both Bens, my sound guy Ben and Ben Looms. If you haven't gotten it yet, you should go get Sirenscape and then download the Dragon Heist thing sound set, where you will see Satine as a baby geyser. Yeah, and me as Dirty. And you can come get a drink at the Yawning Portal, and I will insult you for free. There's literally a button that is random insults, where I recorded an insult for every class in the game.
Yeah, it was really cool. I do have the list if I can announce.
Please.
So, dear friends, to celebrate the PlayStation and Xbox releases of Idle Champions, you can play a bunch of the characters from different streams. So every day this week and next week days, we've got Anna Prosser was today, Aaron Evans, Thursday, Holly Conrad Friday. Next Monday is Ryan Hartman. Tuesday is Scott Kurtz. Wednesday is Violet Miller. Thursday is moi. And Friday is Jim Zub. So that's the schedule for the 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. interviews, hosted on twitch.tv/D&D for Idle Champions.
And then you can find all of us hanging out on the Maze Arcana Twitter, or Sig Neutron at Sig Neutron. You can check him out doing all that stuff. Also on twitch.tv/Sig Neutron.
This Friday, I'm doing a live makeup demo. I don't know the time yet, but twitch.tv/Sig Neutron.
Keep yourself posted to either the Maze Arcana Twitter, where we'll retweet for Sig, or his own, and you can see him do some live makeup. This guy is a monster magic makeup mayhem kind of like savant.
Go on.
Okay, he won Face Off.
Yeah,
So if you want to see him put a face on a monster for Friday, you can see Kyle Vogt at Kyle Vogt on the things, especially on the tweeters. And he had some recent stuff come out for, it was
Amazon Prime Video.
the Amazon Prime Video for the Room Actor stuff.
The Room Actors, where are they now? Is a mockumentary. We've got some new episodes coming soon, but you can go catch them on Amazon.
And we have the one, the only, Satine Phoenix. With the appropriate saxophone play again. Thank you, Ben Looms.
Saxophone flourish.
Right? It's a nice little.
Yeah.
And then our other slick, debonair Kingpin, Felix, a.k.a. Mr. Kai Norman. You can find him at Yo Kai Props everywhere. And then you can find me, your dungeon master, for this. I think we just transitioned from Neon Noir to Pulp Noir with all of that pulpy action stuff.
So pulpy.
So pulpy. You can find me at Rudy Woot, here at Maze Arcana, and anywhere Satine Phoenix are sold. We'll see you guys soon. Don't forget to pick up, if you like Eberron, don't forget to pick up the Wayfinder's Guide on the Dungeon Masters Guild. It is one of the fastest, if not fastest, adamantine level sales books, period. And Keith and I are just about to finish and put out the follow-up called Moorgrave.
Rudy Rutenberg,
Miss?
would you like to come on Dungeon Master's Guide and like talk about how to make an Eberron adventure?
Do I get to talk about it with you?
Yeah, and it's someone else.
I would love to talk about doing things like that if you and D&D would have me.
Cool. Want to do it Sunday?
Sure.
Sweet.
We'll call it a Sunday.
It'll be Eberron Sunday.
Come watch me and someone else and talk to Satine Phoenix about how to make an Eberron adventure. It's a Sunday. We'll see you there.
Let's roll the footage and get out of here. Thank you guys for sticking with us.